Welcome to session 30. We've made it 30 weeks almost consecutively of playing this silly game, and many things have happened. Most recently, a army has been acquired, a small convoy, shall we say, and they have been named by the group. A decision which I totally do not regret. We have Lieutenant Argyle Becker leading, Sergeant P and K Jackson, rookie Sergeant Johnson. Total no references there. Nothing strange going on. Malakai is probably in the wagon, but he is taken under his wing Corporal Zephyr Rakis. Poppletup is taken under his wing this guy.
What's his name?
Private Fart Smella.
You're
Dweeby is taken under his wing Private Parts and Captain Cranch. Vesper is okay, thanks. Vesper is taken under his wing, literally, Private Morbios and Forward Sergeant Verzathergiesh. And
wrong, but okay.
And of course, Verthissa Thurgiesh.
Damn, you got it. Nice.
All right. Congratulations, taken under his wing, Scout Detroit. Now, there is a chart of who the heck all these people are. Let me pull it up. It's important. It's important that you all know who they are before they all inevitably die some tragic, horrific death or something else. So
it's going to be so mundane. It's going to be such an irrelevant death.
We got Scout Detroit, human male. Private Parts, half-orc male. Nama Cranch, tiefling female. Mitchell Morbios, human, quote-unquote, male. Verthis Thurgiesh, blue dragonborn female. Zephyr Rakis, nerd Eric Ganassi male. And then Farts Male, human male. So it's quite the crew. And we are now rolling out with said crew. Is this formation acceptable? I don't really know what to do with this anymore. Unless more of you want to be in the wagon, Dweeby can be around.
They could just walk in formation behind us.
Walk in formation behind us. You behind or in front?
Thumb can go at the front, I guess.
All right. Well, Lieutenant Becker and the Scout, of course, will lead up front with all of my guys, who I named, and then I guess
ownership of them.
Technically, I guess Gregory is forward, and then we have what's their marching order? I don't know. We'll go with that. This is now officially the marching order. Morbius, Cranch, Parts. This is your fault. You did this. Also, look how long your name is. It takes up the row of like 7 circles. So, yeah.
A circle for every man.
Welcome to the group. Big Gregory takes the lead again.
What you can do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, her name is gonna be Rainin Strauss Verthissa Thurgiesh, right? Just rename her Rainy, okay? Just First Sergeant Rainy. There you go.
Rainy.
There you go.
Oh!
She's so big.
There. First Sergeant Rainy. Alright, great. Now I gotta add this to the document. All the nicknames go in quotes in the middle. Can you spell whatever the heck you just said for me?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Alright, great.
Don't worry, it takes me like three tries to say myself, so.
Very good. I'm just gonna write in quotes rainy. This is all important. I have to act out every single one of these.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What does taking under the wing look like?
I don't know. It just means that you've decided that these guys are your guys, and you're gonna talk to them.
It doesn't matter.
Decision in there.
I'm in command of all of them.
Okay, well that is probably true. We may want to establish that in universe. So now
we'll get there when we get there.
Okay, so
it's just understood.
I don't think it is. I think Beck thinks he's in charge right now. Where are you, Grudge?
Because I outrank him.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
leave this as is. This is where we're at. If this is acceptable, we have quite the conga line now. All right. Leading your procession down the road is now Big Gregory, who is a little bit overwhelmed at all of the new people who are just here, and everyone is sticking a substantial distance behind him as he's leading.
I'm gonna just every now and then just be using message, I guess,
Okay.
to like reassure him, like it's okay, buddy. We don't eat these people. These are our friends.
Okay. Roll for persuasion.
I didn't
Roll for
expect.
voice in his head.
Yeah, he's gonna be a little confused. He's probably not even smart enough to know that you're speaking telepathically to him, to be completely frank.
It's normal. Many voices in that head.
There's definitely not. It's
He's
like
convinced.
there's like TV static. But,
Yeah, there's no voices in there.
Yeah, he does not have an inner narrator.
Yeah, but this is TV static.
Wow,
and
that's
the
really a
shit
net
worse.
20. All right,
Yeah,
Big
He's
Gregory.
convinced.
Big Gregory, hearing a reassuring voice of a new friend in his head, confidently steps out, having full faith in that all of these people are his new friends and are in fact not food. All right. Well, continuing down the path, I think I need to check my funny little map, but I'm pretty sure that we are not too far off. Oh, do I have it saved?
Okay, also, can the ones at the front can they be stealthing or?
Would you like them to?
Yes.
Well, you'll have to tell them.
You actually have to ask their commander.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
Wait. What's our? Wait. So how do we define amongst ourselves? Like, do we have ranks ourselves?
no, I let me communicate. What is happening out of game and in game are two very different things. Because currently in game, you have a bunch of guys with names that you do not know and have not asked, being led by a lieutenant.
Well, that's why I was wondering what the process of, because then during that time, I feel like we'd have gotten to know their names. I wouldn't just stare at people and be like,
Well,
like you.
no time has passed. So what I'm saying is, if you want to get to know them and or establish relationships, do it. It's not going to happen for free.
But what if it did?
Roll for persuading the DM.
What if I get how high of a number do I need to get?
Pretty high.
Ooh,
Mm,
the number was a 39.
plead your case. So you're trying to avoid in-game interaction by shortcutting establishing banter with characters, but you don't want to actually talk to them in-game. Is that what I understand? Is that correct?
I sent you a message.
You will not what? This does not make sense to me. Please explain.
I will not.
You will not explain?
He doesn't want to talk to you, Trevor, clearly.
If you will not state your case, then you will need to interact with the characters in order to reap any benefits.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we could do like an abridged something.
I mean, that's fine. Just like.
Let's just start.
All right, all of you, I have some questions.
Lieutenant Becker looks back and says, yes, sir.
Do you all carry your own rations?
Yes, sir. But only for a few days.
How many days?
2. And we're halfway through this one, so 1.5.
Do you have your own tents or bedding or anything for the night?
Oh, yes, sir. Private Parks walks up. Yes, sir. I'm in charge of, camp. As well as Private Morbios.
I'm in charge of the
Yes.
parts.
I'm in charge of the various parts of camp.
Moreover, did you already have a set order in which you were used to functioning?
Yes, sir. We are all ranked.
Therefore,
Except for rookie.
No, he's ranked.
Nope.
He just goes
I
by
know.
rookie.
You got no
Just 'cause we
snake.
don't know it.
Oh, fine. Hold on. It's private.
Okay. Rookie was actually a Lance Corporal. All right.
Okay, it's not a one-to-one Halo reference.
What do you mean? Sergeant Johnson's literally right there. He has the gun.
Shut up.
Can I change
Alright.
their names? Let's get Bucket here.
No, Private Parts and Private Morbius, Morbios are at the side of the car, still holding attention, as they were spoken
Legally
to.
distinct.
Yes.
Also, just to be clear of what is about to take place, we are in the process of tracking down the resistance or the rebellion, whichever they go by. But it is important that we do not scare them and start a fight. My intention is to meet with their leader and hopefully, if all goes well, have them join us.
Yes, sir. May I return to formation, sir?
Absolutely.
All right.
Can you disseminate this amount?
Not.
Yes, Private Parts and Morbios go back and discuss with the others. Bringing up the rear, you have a tiefling, a dragonborn, a ganassi, and then 3 humans. All on the left flank of the humans, and then all the non-humans are all on the right.
That's kind of like a subtle form of racism, if you think
That
about
is
it.
segregation. But
Oh, okay.
Don't
Guys,
worry.
no,
They will
we
rise
already-
up.
If we cancel Trevor, he'll uncancel that other guy. We don't need that.
Yeah, and I'll just kill him.
All right.
It works in real life.
Well, Lieutenant Becker turns back and says, "Sir, would you like to know the troops?
No.
Also, who should I report directly to, sir?"
I think you can speak to all of us on the cart.
Ooh. Oh, only the people on the cart?
Uh,
Curious.
I prefer a direct chain of command
Are
if
you-
possible, sir.
Wait, are you not on the cart?
He's not. He's walking, apparently. Unless he's,
So
you want to be on the
it's-
cart?
No,
And
I'm
I-
walking now.
Okay, he's walking.
And I pointed at I pointed Roger as well as him.
Why should
Alright,
I be
I see
put in
how
a
it is.
position of that? That's
Sir, with all due
And
respect.
I pointed at Poppleton as well.
Yes, sir. With all due respect, I would not recommend having multiple people with the same authority, as this does not create a good environment for conflict resolution, sir.
Nah, no problems would arise from this.
All right.
You can report directly to me if you wish.
Is this acceptable? Sir. Sirs. Oh, okay.
For the sake of it, consider us a council.
Yes.
You'll-
Sir, yes, sir. You are a council. We receive orders directly through the Owlin, whose name I do not know, sir.
See, you're a freaking robot.
Becker's looking at Vesper for, like, help. Sir, what am I to refer to you as, sir?
Don't.
Uh-oh.
Let me get back to you on that one.
Yes, sir. For now, I will address you as sir.
That's fine.
Would you like me to introduce the troops, sir?
Please go ahead.
To my immediate... Oh, crap. He's facing, I'm just gonna say the way that it looks on the screen, because I'm not gonna try to figure out what Becker's left is and what your left is. Screw that.
He actually has 2 right hands.
Yeah, okay.
Just call
Like I
it
said.
stage left. It'll be fine.
Oh, great. Well,
This is all fake?
shut up. Shut up. Becker says, "Well, sir, to my immediate left, we have Sergeant Johnson. Howdy. To my immediate right, we have Sergeant Percy Jackson. Aye. Below him, we have Sergeant Percy Jackson. Aye. Below him, we have Rookie, otherwise known as Private Donald Dent. Hello. In the back, we have Private Fartsmella. Private Parts. Private Morbius.
Name card smeller.
Hold on. Shoot, where did you ever give me the first name of
Lieutenant Becker is struggling because he knows the name that he has to say next. Forward Sergeant Rainey, Captain Cranch, and Corporal Rakus.
You forgot some.
Oh, and Scout Detroit. Detroit looks up to Becker. He goes, my mistake. He's a nimble man.
Interesting group dynamic we have here.
Yes, sir. I didn't choose who I was assigned, sir. It's an unusual group of soldiers, sir.
I'm sure they do their job well.
They actually don't.
There's no response.
Oh no.
I think it's fart smell.
Lieutenant Becker turns back, facing forward, marching with Scout Detroit further up, and then his sergeants and rookie. All right.
Just like burped in the background.
What?
I just heard like a yeah.
Okay.
I think I can shed some light on what happened there.
Thank you,
I
Josh.
have been a feral ghoul.
Oh, yeah. Clearly. All right. Well, Big Gregory turns back and says, I think we're getting close to the woods now. I remember this path. We're getting to the big road. No, I stay off the big road, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is all he has to add to the conversation.
Do we get into the bush?
Oh, you're not there yet, but he's saying he thinks you're close.
Okay.
The terrain has gotten a little bit hillier as you are no longer on farmland. You're on plains bordering a lot of the plots that you've been crossing. So it's not particularly fast, and the convoy is marching at a slow and steady pace, although your wagon could go much faster. Gregory is meandering and then looking around, waiting up for you guys, and then meandering and then looking around and waiting up for you guys. And it's like a toddler that wants to go way faster, but just gets stuck and doesn't want to get out of sight of his parent because he'll get scared and pee his pants.
Wow, those are some water bottle noises.
Oh yeah, you don't have Crisp anymore, so you get to hear
Lost Chris.
all of the noises. You've lost Crisp privileges so that when I scream, you can really hear me scream. It's important. It's
Do you
important
sync
for the
webcam time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, well you're well on your merry way. Your party has been given instructions. You do hear some chatter from the back. The privates seem to be talking. The sergeant, captain, and corporal are completely silent and side-eyeing the privates, who are a little bit more talkative. But it's difficult to hear what they're saying. Okay.
I hear what they're saying.
I was waiting for someone to see. You can roll perception.
We can't hear what they're saying.
12.
12. They're whispering.
Yeah.
It is not. You cannot make out what they're talking about.
Well, it's my eyes that are good, not my ears, so whatever.
He said a perception.
Yeah, I did say a perception.
24.
24. Wow. Bloppletop has ears under that hood, apparently, in that faceless form. And,
No ears.
you can hear Private, Smella. I just have to say this just so it's on the record. I didn't name these characters or make them. I gave them to them, and this
Would
is
it
the
be on the
consequence.
record
Okay,
that I
you
went,
named-
can I
you
name him
named-
Fart Smeller? And Trevor said yes.
I
You
don't.
named Percy and Percy. Alright.
That's not. No, I mean, come on, Mrs. Farsman. This is good. You want to put Percy and Kersey on the same level as Mr. Fart? Mr. Fart over here? Alright. Okay, I can get through this. Alright, Blobbletop here's. Blobbletop here's Private Smella.
That's even worse.
It's so much worse. It's so much worse.
We can be informal here.
We got private parts and private smell.
Yo, it's me, F. Smella.
You can hear parts discussing with Smella. And Smella's saying,
So what are we doing again? I don't really understand what we're talking about.
and then Parts goes,
I didn't catch it all. These guys seem a little weird, but are we getting paid, or did our commander go AWOL? If you went AWOL, that's not good, because then we're definitely not getting paid. I'm too new for this. Aren't we gonna get punished? I don't know.
Wait, Trevor, I
Yeah?
don't know if you remember this, but
Uh-huh.
there was an impassioned speech that got everyone to join regardless of money. That was made last.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They got everyone.
Well, that's what it seemed like. So,
Ah,
That's what it seemed like.
that's what it seemed like.
well, no. Well, what I'm saying is like the question about money was sort of addressed.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
These
So,
guys are privates.
Okay.
You're not gonna give them that nat 20 persuasion? Come on.
I mean, they're marching with you, but
Okay.
they're dissenting actively because they're little privates. Private parts and private parts. All right.
Private parts and private farts.
Yeah. Anyway, private parts then says.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with the liberation or whatever that speech was, oh, it seemed like a lot. I mean, I didn't really sign up for that.
But we kind of did sign up for that.
Yeah, but when I was sending a paycheck, I was just thought I was gonna be like guarding some like a granary somewhere.
Yeah, well, it's life. I mean, do you really want to guard a granary for like 14 hours a day?
No, but I don't really want to get stabbed to death either. So
And that's the end of the conversation. What? All right. It's my
Really decent
it's
webcam.
it's 18 ice cubes in a 40 ounce bottle. So
When
yeah.
did you count?
What?
When did you count?
What do you mean? When did I count?
Right now.
18 ice cubes?
No, it's 6, but 18 was sounded funnier.
Ah,
There are 6 ice
18
cubes in
ice
there, though.
cubes at.
All right. Now, Big Gregory looks both ways before crossing the road.
Good job, Gregory.
He crosses the road.
Hasn't been invented yet.
You've gotten to the main road, and Becker stops and says, "Forward, men!" You didn't make that noise. That was me. That was me dying a little bit. All right.
I was like, yo, zombies already?
Yeah, apparently. All right. Well, you guys begin crossing the road. It's a brief stint, and then it's a pretty steep downhill.
I'm gonna say to Vespa, can you pass this on to? I know you're in charge of disseminating information to the troops, if it's possible at all. Let's have our troops hide just close enough to the resistance, wherever it is that they're camping, and so that we can approach. Feel like they'd be less threatened by a smaller party, but we'd have people that we can call on when necessary.
so we want them to hide now, or we want them to wait?
Are we able to estimate how close we are?
You can see the forest, but it's downhill. So you're still in the
Well,
plains.
Does it
in
look
front
like
of
the
it.
wagon will be able to make it?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a little difficult. You can make it down.
Okay.
Making it up's
What
gonna
if we
suck.
had them wait here with the wagon?
Okay.
You would be on the road, fully visible.
Yeah, and they're in full regalia. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Don't say okay like that.
No, let's get to some shelter where we can
Anyway,
hide.
so the wagon just blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to actually ask Roger, your resident infiltrator, would you be opposed to maybe taking one or two people with you and just sort of scouting ahead with Gregory?
With Gregory.
Well, Gregory would have to lead the way unless he can point you.
Robot. It begins to rain.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's raining. Second. How are we supposed to sneak around with that?
No, well, that is fair. Do you think?
I'm pointing at Gregory.
Do you think if Gregory just points you in the right direction, because he has been meandering a lot, Would you be able to follow his directions?
I mean, sure.
I think
I don't think that's the hard part. I think the hard part would be him giving good directions.
Okay, I agree, and I think it's best we give it a try.
I could go up and look and see if I see anything.
But it's raining.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm 6 foot tall. It takes a little bit more to soak me than a dove.
Yeah, I actually think that might be a good idea. We should keep the rest of our force marching until we get to a place where we can all sort of hide.
Gregory doubles back, seeing that you're all stopped right on the road, and says, "You guys following in the forest?"
Yes, Gregory, we were wondering,
Hmm?
how far do you think we're very far away from, and I whisper this, the person who looks like me?
Who?
The person you said you saw who looked a little bit like me.
Oh, the guy. Yeah, he didn't eat. I don't know if he's here, but where I was in the forest, in that way, a little bit. He
And
points
does he
up.
point us in the direction?
He does.
Do
He
you think
points
we can follow
west.
that, Roger?
Sure.
I went in the forest and made a bit of a stampy on the trees.
Hmm. Perhaps that might be a good place for us to stop and sort of rest while they go on ahead.
Could I show my playhouse?
Yes. Go ahead, Gregory.
Oh, but wait, can you come and see?
So his playhouse is not exactly where he saw the people, is it? Or is that what he's saying?
It's not.
Okay, so we'll go with him to his playhouse, and we can stop there, and then Roger, you can go on and take some people if necessary and scout the area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay,
I nodded Vesper.
so come into my playhouse then.
Let's go.
No, who, as you saying, who's coming?
Oh,
If the wagon is staying here with the troops, is that correct?
Yes.
oh no, we were going to hide. We were going to set up our camp at the playhouse.
Ah,
Yes.
in the woods.
Yes.
Okay. You have eyes. You can see the woods. You're not getting a cart through there.
But what if we could?
You cannot.
Watch this.
Now, Gregory did say.
Meteor, Gregory, kill trees.
Now that I
down
was
that
going
wall.
to say you could do that, but
Like-
outside of that, you're not
Can we
getting
do
a
it
cart.
quietly? If they have to remove it, how quiet?
Well, they would have to do a stealth check, but yes.
Ripping a
Tear
tree out of the
down
ground.
that wall.
So, what do we think?
I guess we'll leave the cart with the men. That seems like a good idea because then that wraps up the issue of the cart and the issue of the men.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can take with us those who we think are the most. I'm just saying this to us. Those who we think are most capable, and perhaps just leave a sufficient
That would
amount.
be awful if this information leaked.
Orion steps out of the wagon. I'm guessing Malakai's getting out of the wagon too.
Yes.
And he says, Malakai, I'm not sure if I should go. If we really do expect to find your brother, I don't imagine he'll be too keen on seeing me.
All right, then perhaps you stay here with the cart as well.
Perhaps, indeed. See if I can get
That might be
acquainted with your
better.
men.
Because if the resistance finds the cart with all these men, and without you, they might just kill all the men and take the cart. But with you, you might be able to talk to them.
It's possible,
also-
yes.
Also, Ryan,
Hmm.
I don't know why, but one of those privates back there
Hmm.
gives me a very interesting vibe. Reminds me of you somehow.
Well, I could get acquainted with them. I haven't spoken to any of the men. They seem quite strange, but perhaps we can strike up something.
That might be a good time to get to know them.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, friend. He outstretches his hand for you to shake.
Oh, we do the arm grab thing.
Oh, of course. The men arm grab thing. Yep.
Obviously.
This is the male thing. Okay. Excellent. All right. So now Malakai, basically everyone, I guess Dweeby's under his hammock, probably slumped or making drugs.
The jungle, the mighty.
Meteor
jungle.
says, I'm allowed to come, right? I can come.
Yes, I think we should let him come.
Do we need to be quiet?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Can he fit between trees?
Yeah.
He can turn sideways and waddle. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
I
do
believe
that.
him.
I do that. No, I can do that.
all right. Todd speaks up and goes, what am I doing?
Actually, it might be best if you stay here with Orion.
That's fine by me. My entire existence is very strange to me at this moment in time.
Protect Orion with your
Good
body's
talk.
life.
Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. Low stakes. Todd gets in the cart.
I imagine the cart wobbles like
Oh.
when Mr. Incredible gets into
Yes.
his car and like.
Absolutely, that exact thing. Which means now the crew is Grouger, Malakai, Blobbletop, Vesper, Meteor, and Big Gregory, right?
Yeah.
All
If
right.
Big Gregory can get through the woods, Meteor can get through the woods.
Yes,
We'll be fine.
that is
That's
correct. Big Gregory turns back and says,
So we need to be quiet, right?
Yes.
It makes sense because the guys might still be here. They'd be angry if they sees me, probably. But I think they was as close to the playhouse. But we'll go quiet and then we'll see. Okay.
all right. He takes you to the edge of the forest.
You drew a forest. Whoa.
Yeah, it's almost like there's important things in here. Hey, I
What?
gotta get all my little
Like
guys.
what? It's just the woods. There's nothing in there.
Nah, it's just like little trinkets, little tim troubles.
Again, we're just. Can we be doing those perception checks as we go?
Uh-huh. You know there's a mechanic for that. It's called passive perception.
If only there was a mechanic.
If only there was a mechanic that constantly did perception checks.
Unfortunately, there isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'll roll the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep
Well, no.
20 in mind. You know.
My
Alright.
passive one, because I'm very
Actually, you
self-centered,
guys are
my
coming
passive
from over
is very
here.
great.
So
No,
you
I-
guys are approaching from the east, and you're going to the west.
Really bad.
Big Gregory is walking slowly and attemptedly quietly along the tree line. Now is the time to roll stealth, by the way.
Oh, still.
It is
That's
about
probably- If
That
only they
is my
made like.
best stat.
If only they made like an auto stealth.
yeah, that'd be
Sorry,
crazy.
guys.
Meteor's doing good. He's quiet. Big Gregory is doing
Yo.
his best.
Okay, well,
I got it.
can I give him advantage?
How would you do that?
I ask nicely.
Oh,
I was hoping you would just say sure.
I was-
Oh.
Listen. I can think of a reasonable explanation,
well, I don't know. Is it possible?
but you need to give it to me.
Is that racist to ask? Do you have
What?
Hold up.
Is
What?
it racist to ask what? Excuse me?
If he has-
Rewind.
If he has spare feathers,
Oh,
What is that? What?
that
I
we
probably
could
have spare feathers.
perhaps
Okay,
put
so-
under our feet or something to like.
So Malachi got a 10, right?
That sounds like the dumbest idea ever. Malachi did get a 10.
This is the noise that Bobbletop is making right now.
Clank, clank, clank.
He got a 3.
Meteor picks up Bloppletup to see if he can quiet him down. Roll again.
Let's see.
Meteor is now carrying Bloppletup, going,
I don't think we can make that much noise. Is this okay?
Thanks for getting consent first.
Baltop gives a thumbs up.
Okay. Big Gregory is trying. He's going slowly, but every time he steps down, you hear a little. Almost there. Where's the trees? I got through it. And there was trees here, and I got through. And
As we're following him, do we notice anything like any markings on any of the trees or?
Nope. It's a pretty solid wall of trees, what you would expect for the border of a forest. And eventually Greg goes, "Oh, I see it!" And then he starts like he's gonna run, then goes, "Oh, I gotta be quiet." He continues walking. He's doing a little bit better. Now, you said you wanted to give him advantage, right?
Yeah, I was gonna see if the only thing I can think of is like pointing out things he might step on or trip over, but I don't know. I couldn't
All right.
like.
You could point out flaws in his technique,
Ah,
but
okay.
to do that, you're gonna need to roll a. Why does Speedier have a depression skill? To do that, hold on. You're gonna need to do a. I guess just a general perception roll to see if you can figure out what he's doing wrong. And if you roll well enough on that, you can grant him advantage. Once you tell him.
25.
Okay. He's lifting his legs too high up in the air. He has this idea that if he lifts his leg up really high and brings it down really, really slowly, that it won't make noise. But he inevitably just ends up like leaning into that leg and making more noise. What he needs to be doing is lifting his leg up as little as possible and keeping his mass steady.
I don't see any flaws in that logic.
Okay. Yeah. Gregory,
Yeah.
you're lifting your legs way too high. Keep them close to the ground. Keep yourself steady over anything else.
I'm gonna separate from the group.
We're steady. What's steady?
Are you scouting ahead?
Try to
are
keep
you?
yourself from leaning too much to one side or the other.
Oh, like this? And then he rolls to. Oh my gosh. Oh no! Oh no! That was going so well! Oh, come on! I apologize for what is about to happen.
Oh no.
Oh wait! No, it's fine. It's fine.
Did you roll with
No,
advantage?
no. It's fine because it's advantage. He just doesn't. It doesn't improve, but it doesn't get any worse. Okay. Oh, he rolled a 1.
Nice.
I was like, how am I gonna do this? All right, he doesn't get any better. Unfortunately, which really sucks because the fate of the dice was not that case. So he's not a quiet man.
All right.
All right, are you scouting?
I pat Vesper on the shoulder. At least you tried.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like away from the group, but still within. I can see them.
So like
Coward.
away like here, in the woods.
Probably into the woods.
Into the woods. All right. Going into the woods is difficult terrain, meaning that
I am kind of goated.
Okay. Well, for note, anything that is completely brown is impassable because it's trunks. There are still trunks when that isn't indicated, but you can pass through them, but it is counted as rough terrain when you are under the brush. That makes sense?
Mhm.
All right, great. You are now in the woods.
There's
Congrats.
an army of 1,200 forest pygmies in here.
Mm-hmm. Big Gregory walks up and then points, saying, "This is the way to the playhouse. I haven't been here in a bit." And then he
meanders forwards, trekking through the brush. Now it is 6:30 p.m. It has gotten darker, and you are entering the woods, meaning it is difficult to see. So, we continue following Gregory, I presume.
Hmm. Do all of us have dark vision?
It's a great question.
Yes. Very
Mhm.
much so.
I don't know what that is.
I
What's-
could see for bloody miles.
What's dark vision?
I'm gonna take a piece of cloth. Well, I'm just gonna pick up a twig and cast light on it, and then cover it with like my jacket or so,
Okay, so it's super baby light.
so it's dim. Yeah.
Understood. Alright.
Greg goes this way, and 12 steps, and go here.
And after a little bit of Gregory mumbling to himself, Meteor goes,
Why this guy talk so stupid? Sound weird. Like he voice not work. And then I go over here, and then step here.
Like the same voice.
That's crazy. I wonder if that's the joke. Alright. Nicholas. Grudgerus. Are you just sneaking in the woods like a little guy?
Mhm.
Or are you doing a perception like a little man?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. Oh. Can I get the perception?
There you go.
Oh boy, a 1 plus 6. It's freaking dark. You got that 60 feet, but there's trees. And that means you're not even able to make full use of the 60 feet, because every 2 feet there's a freaking tree. So, you can't see Jack. You weren't trained for this.
What?
Wasn't
Who's
trained.
Jack?
Jack is one of the friendly NPC. He's right here. No. You're passive though. He's 18. Roger. There's a big wall of trees,
My phone is dead.
and you're no.
From the point of view, I just
No, stop.
Jack.
There's a wall of trees preventing you from moving forward. Now, originally, you were just gonna go around, but you look at the trees. It seems like people have been here before. Try and find evidence of it. It looks like this wall was fortified somehow using vines or other means to make an actual wall. Perhaps a lean-to was built here at one point, but it's not here anymore. Whoever was here apparently tried to cover their traces, but didn't do a great job. The dirt is unnaturally upheaved here. You can see an area of loose soil where there was clearly a fire. People have been here before.
People have been here before.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Gregory continues trekking forward.
I think I go up here now in the woods.
Are you guys still following Gregory?
Yeah.
Excellent. I need to make a few rolls.
No, not rolls. Anything but
I have a question.
rolls. Yes.
Since we're just like following Gregory,
Uh-huh.
is Roger within 120 feet, or is he far past that range?
I think he's easily within 120. He's probably like only 80 feet away. He's 60 feet away.
Okay. So I'm gonna attempt to use message just to update him that we still haven't arrived at our location as yet. So you will have further to go to find us when you return.
We're here. Oh, I gotta be quiet. Alright,
Scratch that. We have just arrived.
alright. You trek forward. This is the point where Trevor realizes that he forgot to actually draw the playhouse after he mapped out specifically where it would be.
The fool.
But watch this. I have
Somebody
technology.
should shoot that guy.
Look at my technology though. Alright. In it, bruv. Alright. Gregory now stands here giddily as you approach a small clearing where there's a bundle of logs that have been stacked into a, well, a platform. It's crudely engineered, wrapped with vines. It's very much over-engineered because it's poorly engineered. So, a normal platform would have, 4 legs, some scaffolding, and a base. This has a base and scaffolding haphazardly strewn all over the place and vines tied everywhere, because that's the only way that it holds all of his weight. But a Gregory scrambles up it, quietly stepping between the haphazardly strewn logs used as a makeshift ladder of sorts, or steep staircase. And he's about 20 feet up before you realize it. And then he waves down at you.
Oh, this is quite impressive, Gregory.
Thank you. I worked very hard. I didn't know how to make it because I didn't stay up for a lot. One time I made it and it got really hard, but then it broke and I fell on me bum. I don't understand what this guy's saying.
Yes.
I'm gonna fly straight up and start looking for stuff.
Oh, I forgot he's a birdie. The birdie flies up and makes a perception check. It can see many things.
You see for fucking miles. 25.
There is clearly another path of destruction that has been trotted out by Gregory at some point, and it is over to the east of where you currently are.
Okay.
There also seems to be a patch where there was some, well, a lot of destruction. Bunch of trees knocked over, big old clearing. Because I'm guessing you're well above the trees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just fly down and land next to Gregory on his platform.
Whoa, I wish I could fly.
I'm gonna point and say, Gregory, what happened over there? Is that where you met the man that looks like Malakai?
I think so. He was further in the woods, and after I ate a couple of little crunchy guys, I had to run away, and some of them caught up, and I got scared and knocked a bunch of trees over. And then I ran again. I didn't want them to find me playhouse, so I left.
Oh,
Thank you.
Gregory had a thick Lucine accent. Okay. Come on.
You win the prize.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
What do we get?
You get nothing.
Now you get a
Because
close
you're
up
in the
perspective.
woods 80 feet away. What are you
We
doing?
get knowledge.
What are you doing?
Following them?
You're probably actually
You
gonna.
see
Oh yeah,
a giant bird.
you stumble across what clearly is the wake of Gregory's destruction, but this is definitely not the way that the party went.
Mm-hmm.
It leads further off to the east.
Okay.
What do, Magic Man?
What if I went east?
Well, would you like to?
We would like to play.
Okay. What was your stealth roll again? I don't see it.
It's 18.
Alright, cool. This is good. Make your way east, and eventually the little clearing of destruction becomes a big clearing of destruction. There was clearly a scuffle here. There are trees upturned. You investigate the scene, and there's one tree that seems to have been thrust and is currently like 6 feet off of the ground, wedged between a bunch of other trees, sideways, a log. Clearly, this was thrown by a very large creature, most likely Gregory. Was it self-defense? Was it an attack? Unsure. It was ripped off the ground, 12 feet away from you, to the left. There's a stump. It's the only stump you see of its kind. Most of the others are shattered, but this one looks like it was plucked right out of the ground. Just a hole in roots.
Curious. I'm walking over.
Over where? Continuing on the path, or
Stump.
to the stump? Okay. I think I misspoke. What I was trying to convey was that there are stumps of trees that were knocked over in a scuffle, but are split. And then there's a freaking hole where a tree was plucked out by the roots. And some of the roots are still in there, and that's the quote-unquote stump.
Interesting. I
Anything
head
else?
east.
Alright. You are veering off the path now.
Never mind.
The
I head
trail
on
of
the
destruction.
path.
Okay. Continuing on the Veil of Destruction.
Thought it went east.
No, well, it did for a bit. It went east
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
and
yeah.
now it goes north. You continue on the Veil of Destruction, and it appears that now things are less destroyed. Whoever was traveling here, presumably Gregory, started going stealthily at this point in his journey.
Oh, so we know it wasn't Gregory.
Potentially. It looks like he knew where he was going. Well, it's not before too long where you need to stop. You hear talking. There's a man. He's looking out at the woods.
There's one man.
He looks like, as you passed, he darts his eyes and he goes, "What the?"
Hey, I should investigate that.
What is this?
He takes like
this neck?
1 to 2 steps forward and just kind of looks out.
Must have been the
and
wind.
then, "Oh, what was that noise?" No. He just kind of goes back. And then he begins talking to another guy and he says, "Hey, did you see anything?" Nah, I ain't seen nothing. It's real quiet. Hard to tell with all the rain, though. I don't like it. Anything could sneak up on us. Well, I got pretty good ears. I just can't see anything. I got the opposite problem.
Mm-hmm.
The man is looking out directly in the direction you want to travel.
I'm gonna peek around.
Stealthily peek around.
Yeah, what do I see?
Well, you see a man dressed in what is clearly a cunning Greek uniform that has seen better days. It is highly weathered, the cloth is tattered, and it looks like he's wearing a makeshift hood of some kind, a dark green hood that blends in very well with the environment. He's cloaked up.
Quirked up.
Cloaked up. How dare you?
I mean, we all heard what we wanted to hear. And that will be the canon.
Yep.
Alright, so, I'm gonna turn around and go back the way I came.
Alright, you turn around and go back the way you came, being careful not to let yourself be seen, weaving between the trees, such that the men do not see you. You then find your way back onto the path after getting lost for a little bit. And are you meeting up with them now?
Sure.
Alright. Meanwhile, Big Gregory says, "You guys know how to..." "Oh no, we can't play that because that makes too much noise. I don't know any quiet games." Oh, Meteor puts Bloppletup down now after realizing he's just been holding him this entire time. "So, what do we do?"
Well, now we wait, hopefully, to hear from Roger, who's gone and scouted ahead, and in the meantime, I'm gonna look at Bloppletop and say, I don't know what your deity can do to help, but maybe this would be a good time to ask.
Mhm.
Crab Wraith playing in the background.
That's exactly what's happening.
I mean, it is more wet now than it has been for a while.
Would you like to make a religion check?
15.
Now that you think on it, Bloppletup seems to have some characteristics that you're just now recalling, it seems. It's very weird. You don't remember thinking these things before. It just kind of appeared in your head. First of all, Bloppletup is now known as Gungi Bomb King. Bloppletup. Gungi Bomb King
Gungi
Bloppletup.
Bomb King?
Gungi Bomb King Bloppletup.
Bomb King.
Blip Bloppletup. The Destroyer.
Wait,
Now,
you're not gonna spell that out for us?
oh, I'm sorry. Would you like it typed out?
Yes, please.
Here you go. Let me.
I heard you typing, so I was waiting
Oh
for the
no!
message.
I was typing it for me.
Gungi Bomb King. Oh, literally Bomb King.
Yes.
I thought Gungi Bomb King was one word.
No. Gungi Bomb King Bloppletup the Destroyer. Now, you originally recalled him as a crab, but now that you're thinking about it, he's more of a crab-fish hybrid that can go into big crab form at will. And you remember he has a super big crab form that unveils upon a full moon. He controls the tides, you see, and when the moon is full, the big crab form keeps the waves from crashing into the coast.
He's a were crab.
Okay.
One moment.
How does this interact with my perfect
You-
memory?
You seem to recall... that doesn't interact with you at all, because he's just recalling this in his head like a fax machine getting Windows
This is in my
updates.
head.
He's getting Windows
Oh.
updates right now. So,
I see. I thought you were saying we were remembering.
Oh,
him
no,
like
no, no, no,
this.
no, no, no.
I was like, what?
You're trying to remember other things, and all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, I haven't thought about this in a while. Aren't I supposed to... Would you like to?
Yeah.
Recalling something instinctual, but not being fully able to verbalize it, you transform. Your arms become those of a giant crab. You have big, meaty crab claws with which to slay your foes.
Wicked. So Malakai just said, hey, what? You got anything to do? Talk to him. I just sprouted giant claws.
No, he went, can your god help with this? And you sat there staring blankly for 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden went...
I'm just imagining like the noise of a
you
hard
sprouted
drive
crab
clicking,
claws.
you know? Like,
Yeah, like... Absolutely. All right.
The gods do work in mysterious ways, I suppose. I trust that this will help somehow.
Did the others ever? Yeah, they knew that something about crabs, right?
Ah, maybe. Here,
Like overheard from the.
keep this in your back pocket. These are the features that you get when you transform. You get to do this once per long rest. So write that down somewhere.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Ah.
Let me write that down for you.
Question.
Yep.
Do I need to do a history check if I want to see if the forest like I recognize this part of the forest from my vision?
Sure.
I just sprouted claws.
Yeah, and you
looking
have
at the
them for
forest.
an hour now.
Well, I mean, I was just like, the gods must be crazy, but I assume it's going to help us in some way. Um,
So has this happened before, or is this a new thing?
got a 16.
I don't know.
You don't remember this clearing or this part of the forest, but the tree and the density, the tree type and the density line up perfectly.
I'm just clicking the claws together and looking at them.
However, actually, wait, that might be incorrect. Oh, it's definitely not correct. Retcon that the trees that you were looking at, okay, were oh, actually, I did this wrong, but it doesn't really matter that much. I kind of forgot to say it. All the trees here are aspens, aka a type of birch. This is the aspen woods. The trees.
Before.
That's not what you saw before, because the trees you saw before were largely oak or some other kind of brown tree.
Mm-hmm.
But not the case here.
Why did you make all the trees brown then?
Because I forgot that it was the aspen woods.
You fool.
You want me to change it? I can change it actually really fast.
No,
No. No. I can change it. I can change it real quick. Watch this. Check this out. My super cool tools are good for this. Check it out. Ooh, those look bad.
It looks like snow camo.
Well,
Ooh, those look bad.
well, that's what we got.
Okay. Well, as we're waiting
Birchwood.
for Graja to show up, I'm just going to try and see if Mikey will pick up.
Yeah. Roll with advantage, please.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, roll with advantage anyway, though.
Okay. 11.
All right, we'll take the 20.
Yeah.
You feel like the part of your vision hasn't happened yet. It's about to happen.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to say to everyone, let's all be ready. As soon as Graja comes, we'll find out. We'll see if it's time to make our move.
Hey, Grouger, are you back yet?
I jump out of the
He
bushes.
jumps out of the bush. Roll for surprise. Don't roll anything, please.
I was looking at Group Me.
Uh-huh. I hate Group Me. Group Me sucks.
Group Me does suck. There's like two guys guarding something over there. And they look to be not good fellers. If you catch my drift.
Graja, what were they wearing?
Fart smell us.
Well, that was the thing. I don't know what the other guy was wearing, but the one guy was wearing a uniform, but it looked real old and not from here. Or maybe from. So,
What color was it? Was it
brown.
brown? Does that remind me of the armor from my vision?
Yeah, the armor in your vision was reddish brown.
Okay, cool. So I think we may have found them. Should we approach?
Who is it we found? Why he say it looked like you? Who we finding?
I want to be like you.
Them.
I think this may be the moment we meet the resistance.
Oh, I thought we already met the resistance.
Well, the rebellion.
There's a resistance and a rebellion?
The rebellion hijacked the resistance.
The rebellion is more active.
What's the difference between a rebellion and a resistance?
They're being more aggressive, and they're less caring about collateral damage. Who gets hurt?
Oh, so like when they kill and burn stuff.
when they burned all the farmlands.
I remember seeing that. Yeah. Okay, so rebellion is burning and resistance is not burning and killing.
No.
Resistance still opposes, but it's more subtle. It's
So-
in everyday things. A rebellion is active. Events, protests.
Okay.
So in Metal Gear Solid,
World is so
So
complicated.
in Metal Gear Rising,
If only Hideo Kojima could enlighten me.
Oh
the
my
Patriots.
The
worked
Patriots.
from behind me.
It's all a simulation, right?
Raiden.
Right in. I peed my pants.
All right, let's stop. Time out.
Stop.
Back to in game.
No!
Don't stop.
Say it 3 times, she'll appear in your bathroom.
I'm so glad I never had to deal with that. Okay.
It was really
Moving on.
irrelevant, to be honest.
Moving on. Actually, I don't
For
know what we're
those
doing.
not in the loop,
No,
that
stop.
was quoting one of our old
Stop.
teachers.
No, you don't need.
She lives at.
Negro Arroyo Lane in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Her name is Walter Hartwell White.
She is the one who knocks.
She would be. She would be the teacher.
So Trevor, I'm just
Yeah,
going to.
yeah. Go ahead. Please interrupt.
Is it probably about 7:30 now?
I think it's still late. Well, let me check my collect numbers. I got the collect numbers document. 6:45.
Yeah. I think before it gets too late, we should probably go.
Should I stay at the playhouse or?
Gregory?
Uh,
No, absolutely. You can stay here.
okay, I might take a nap then.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. Good night.
If you need us, yell as loud as you can, but only if it's an emergency.
Okay, good night. I said good night.
Good night.
Good night, Gregory. Roger, lead the way.
Thank you. We begin walking through the woods. Do we want to reroll stealth or do we want to keep stealth?
That's
I'll
a you
re-roll.
question.
I'll re-roll.
Yeah, let's do a reroll because we
All
got
right.
up, still clanking.
Meteor just got a number.
I got a 3.
I got a 28.
Stealth.
Stealth.
Clang, clang.
Meteor got a 5. Alright, Meteor
know.
picks up Bloppletup and says,
You can't make noise.
The same number.
alright, what did Malakai get? A
A
3?
3.
How are you doing worse than the big hulking metal Timbos?
So Vesper and Grudge would disappear, and the others are.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Well,
Walking to
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I'm very nervous about seeing my brother after all this time. So
He's like sniveling and coughing and shaking.
He's like,
So he's just a shrine, right?
He's just practicing his introduction under his breath, but it's really not that quiet.
hello, Malik. No, that's stupid. Malik, good to see you. Brother. No.
is this canon now?
Hey, little brother.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Grouger and Vesper slip by and begin getting a real eye of the place, getting real close, real undetected, like, roll perception for me, boys.
Roger, what's the status of their neck exposure?
35%.
I've been pinged.
I got a 16
It's
on
because
my
it's Heihan's birthday.
perception check.
Ah.
Well, you see a man and a tent, and you hear a lot of activity from the tent, but you cannot see anybody.
You can't zoom
And then
out
there's
like that,
another
man.
Oh, yeah? I totally can. Meanwhile, Malachi, making a
Where's the
noise,
woods?
stumbling
Where's
through the woods, straight up, almost walks into a
And-
guy,
And his phone is dead.
and his phone is dead. The guard yells out, "Intruder!"
He just like Pokemon battles him.
Roll for initiative, please.
Everyone?
That would be preferable.
You said roll for
Initiative.
go there.
Oh, look,
Gotcha.
we shared initiatives.
Aw, come here, sweetie.
Okay. Well, I think Malakai is last.
Sergeant Johnson jumps out of the woods with his AR,
All
starts
right.
blowing away everyone.
Grabber, bobber, grabber.
Kroger.
Groger, burger.
What do you do,
I'm
Groger?
I'm gonna stay hidden and keep moving to like up and around.
Keep moving and move up and around. I hold up.
I can't.
Things could get crazy.
You need to go
Battle
now.
music.
It's more like
Yo,
things could get crazy music.
This is a song you can listen to that you can read the Tropicana Juice Train Wikipedia too.
Great. All right. How much you moving? What's your moving numbers? There's a man
30.
60 feet away. His neck's partially exposed.
I mean,
Well.
Don't do it.
what if I did? What if I lived up to my glory? I'll like lay in wait, and see if he passes by me,
Great.
I'll like, yeah.
Great. Esper?
So I'm aware Malachi just got caught, right?
Yep. He's right below you.
I'm
Your biggest
gonna
man.
I'm gonna fly up above the like tree line. How high would how much movement would that be?
Double whatever the actual height is. You need to fly like 40 feet in the air to get above the tree line, and it's rough terrain. It's very difficult to fly because of how dense it is.
Alright, then I'll just fly over, like not above, or I guess I could just run. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go over
It
next
is.
to
Yeah,
Malachi
it's too dense to
and-
fly on the ground
and
here.
stop right behind him and next to him, like
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
so just not have any weapons out or anything.
Mhm.
Just land next to him. So
All right. Bloppletup.
I'll
You're-
let you get off of Meteor.
All right. Meteor allows you to be released.
He's in trouble. Do we kill?
How far away is he?
Pretty far away. He's 60 feet away.
Ah. That's a lot of feet.
Meteor is
clang,
gonna
clang,
start
clang, clang,
running.
clang, clang, clang.
But gonna
I'll get as
stop
far
a
as I
little
can
bit short.
go.
How far can you go?
My walking speed is 20 feet.
You're just walking?
No, I'm gonna run.
Ah. Well, you're gonna get 10 feet because it's rough terrain.
Ah, that's even worse. Like using action to go further.
Yeah, you get 20 at a sprint. And Meteor is probably actually slogging through it
My
too.
heavy armor's catching on all the twigs.
Yep. All right. Man passes by, but he doesn't go by Grudger. These guys are trained to operate in this terrain. They're sprinting. Man passes lower. Man attempts to tackle Malachi. Make a strength check or an acrobatics check.
Do I have to?
Yeah, one of the two. If you want to not get tackled, or you could let yourself get tackled.
I just like surrender into it.
All right, you let yourself get tackled. Guard says, "Another one." He prompts you to stick your hands up as he stabs a sword at your neck.
I probably would have already put my hands up.
Okay, then he just holds a sword to your neck. He just holds. There's two. They're surrendering. All right. You hear a bunch of guys mobilize. Another guard
I
walks
don't like
further
the
up.
massive bank of circles labeled TG.
Well, a makeshift door opens.
For some reason, they all
They're
make that noise.
They're bees!
The TGs is the PGs. All right,
I start shooting them.
great. I think we're back to Grouger. Oh no, we're at Malachi, but he's tackled.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say something.
Okay.
We mean no harm. Just wanted to talk.
Intruders are not welcome in this forest.
Go in the forest?
We might be out of
And,
combat for now, so.
Huh?
All right, I apparently cannot go further back. Hold on. I can't believe they don't let me go back. This is cringe. Go forward it is then. Alright. Guys currently on top of you, what did you say?
I just came here to talk, and I reveal my face. I would
Ugh.
like to speak to your leader, please.
Ugh. The guy backs up and the other guy looks forward. And they'll start crowding and looking at you. Poppletup and Meteor just sort of stop in their tracks. But some of the other guards, who appear to be in tailor outfits, say, "There's more of them!" "How many of them are you?"
Well,
Answer.
total or here?
"Total."
There's just
That number
Oh.
recently grew much. There's 5 of us here. You may find more if you spread out, but they're not aware.
"There's 5 of them!"
Where we are.
So I say, the rest of us are. Well, no, I'm gonna. Let me see. Can I make a facial thing at Vesper? Like, do we want to tell them that?
"Sir, should I sound the alarm?" "No, not yet. It's under control for now. They're surrendering."
No, I was going to say, we do have some people on a boat, so we could.
Oh no, I'm not counting them.
Okay.
I'm counting. I was only counting people that they might be able to find. That's what I was trying to convey.
Ugh.
Okay.
"Where are the others?" "2 of them down here. One big one." One of the guy walks over. Eventually,
Oh my god.
a grizzled old man walks around and says, "What's all the commotion?" Says, "Sir, there's 5 intruders. They've announced that there are 5 of them. There could be more. They say that there's more with them, but not with them, sir." "What the hell does that mean?"
We have a cart. We couldn't maneuver it through the woods. They're staying with the cart.
"What's your business?" Meanwhile, the others, Meteor and Bloppletup, are being rounded up. If allowed. If they don't resist.
Yes.
Alright. Got
I'll
it.
follow them, but I'll pinchy.
Right.
Click my claws.
Crouch down, put your claws above your head, clack, 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 clack.
I'm gonna put rubber bands in my claws.
No, no.
Incredible.
I'm going to say, I know what this must look like, but I promise this is not an attack. I just wanted to.
You said there's 5. Where's the 5th?
What has Grounder been doing for the last 4 rounds?
Sitting. Where's your
he's
5th?
around- He's around.
Am I
somewhere.
in earshot of this?
Yeah, they're talking pretty loudly. They're like 60 feet away, but they're not quiet at all.
Can I climb the tree?
Yeah, if you make an acrobatics check.
Well, I can do that.
Don't get less than a 10.
What about the highest possible score I can get?
Seriously? So a nat 20 or?
Yeah.
Monkey mode activated. You've climbed the tree.
You know him well. DK.
You can see many things. A massive clump of people and a massive camp of people.
It's a good thing I didn't do my plan. I'll stay up here.
Where is
Somewhere
your...
around here. We got separated.
What is your business?
What is your favorite color?
Like I said, I just wanted to talk to your leader, please.
You know him.
It's your quest.
So you know the leader.
Does he not see my face? I don't know.
He does. He's probing you.
Yes. Yes, I do know him.
What's your relation?
It's my brother.
All the Taylor guards take steps back and gasp. They go, "Oh, holy shit, it's Malakai."
I need his autograph.
They go, "Come with me."
May my friends come with us as well?
You may. Do not try anything. Alright. You're now being escorted in formation through scraggly wooden beams spiked up as crude armaments. And now there is like a little door through a tent, a makeshift like plank door. And then a bunch of guys pile in past you, and all the guards are sort of following, oogling. The grizzled veteran says, "Members of House Taylor, get back to sleep. You have early shift, and I will not have you sleeping on the job. This does not concern you."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they all go back to their bunks.
Sir, if I may we know your name?
Yes. My name is Lance Corporal Colonel
Great.
Theodore Colonel. Cunning Greek Militia.
Very good.
With a K.
Alright. You are led past a table of other grizzled veterans who make way and going,
What did you drag up today, Colonel? Malakai de Lumiere. Boy's not dead?
Apparently not. Unless this is a trick, which I'm not convinced it isn't. Have the men on standby. Get Infernus and the bear. Yes, sir. Alright. You are marched to the center of camp where everyone can see you. Oh, where's Plopple? Alright.
He escaped because he was a crab. They didn't expect a crab, man.
A massive congregation of people has started gathering around and whispering a number of things. You see guards from several different regiments. Every noble house, except notably House Tiana, is not present. There are members in uniform from House Taylor, members in uniform from House Zara, and members in uniform from House Roshan. They all clump up around. There are also a number of people in very plain garb that appear to be peasantry, armed with knives, spears, crude armaments, and they begin to gather around too. You are all at the center of camp and the center of attention. Then, piles of soldiers from Coney Greek file out of their tents and begin oogling at you all. You are surrounded by easily hundreds of men, rapscallions, ruffians, peasantry.
Till music starts playing.
It's quite a rough and tumble bunch. The veteran walks up, and all of a sudden, Malakai, you feel like you've seen this before. This man walking through between the peasantry and the members of Kurskar, or of Koning Greek, trying to calm these people. I feel like this is what you saw in your vision. You were him.
Yes.
One of the soldiers walks around and says, "Do not crowd. It could be dangerous. Stay alert. Very well may be a trap. Very well may be a trap." Alright, and then
Explode.
he walks into a very large, ramshackle-looking building. You can't really hear much, but you hear that there is a conversation. And then eventually you just hear, "What?" in a voice that is very, very familiar to you. And then out steps an angry-looking man. Of course, while no one else knows this, it is Malik. Oh gosh.
Whoa!
Enormous!
He's
He
big.
grows twice his size.
It is Malik de Lumiere.
4 times, actually.
Now, while the other members of the party don't necessarily know who this is, it in fact does not take a detective to see the resemblance between this man and Malakai, primarily because he has the same cold, dead white eyes and the unusual black to white hair. He's in a very, very worn out uniform belonging to Kurskar, and it has also been, or not Kurskar, I keep saying that, Koning Greek, and it has been heavily, heavily modified. Is an ornate shield at his side, and a katana which he has sheathed. He begins walking forward, flanked by several soldiers.
I start walking forward as well.
You are held back. I did not say you can move.
There are tears in my eyes. I
Identify yourself. Who are you?
am a brother.
How do I know that this isn't another trick?
It's been a long time, Malik. But we need to talk.
I will tell you nothing. Prove to me your identity. I will not continually be taunted by Xerxes and his tricks. Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm a fool? Do you think I am an imbecile? Oh, I have unplugged my USB devices and I cannot hear anything.
And I see
So
that.
he is. He is insane.
I plugged it back in, it's fine.
And I see
He's
that.
talking about you.
He begins pacing back and forth.
I see that you've not lost your temper as much as Father warned you about it.
I am a man continually enraged by my surroundings. Peace will be achieved when my environment is peaceable. But as long as Xerxes sends dogs to me, flashes from the past, lies, deceptions, there will be no peace.
Okay.
Malakai is dead.
I take the well, this is technically my my spellcasting focus.
Mm-hmm.
I grab it. It's actually my mother's locket. And I take it out and I say, "Here."
He walks up slowly to you.
I say to him, "I use this."
He extends his hand because he wants to hold it.
And I hand it to him. I said, "When I give this to you, it is a sign that I trust you." And I drop it into his hands. Does it seem familiar?
He's silent. Stares at the locket. Is it closed? Is it one that opens and closes?
It's one that opens and closes.
He opens it up and looks at the picture inside. He holds his hand up to his face and then he cries.
I move over and I embrace him.
He just accepts it. He's wailing. It's real.
I thought you were dead.
And he explodes.
I said I. You don't
I'm
understand.
here now, and we're both here. And you've done quite well for yourself.
I've seen horrible things, Malakai. Deceptions, lies, things. It would make a man go insane. I've seen you and mother and sister. It's all real, but it's not. He's tormented me. He has ways of warping your mind. He hasn't even had to send soldiers. I feel like I've gone insane.
Have you been speaking to? Have you been speaking to the other ones? You know, Mother told us, as we grew older, we would have to speak to our angels.
I've heard no such thing. The divine I've had no contact with. Do not know that I still buy such fairy tales. For the gods have been silent to me, if they are there, unyielding and unhelpful. I have had to turn to other means. But I have grown powerful in their absence.
All right. I am glad that we are here and we are together, but we do need to talk privately if possible. These are my friends.
Yes, how do you do?
Meteor, top.
Malik bows to all of them. A very strange crew, but I cannot say that I have not run with a stranger crowd myself.
I see that. There is one of us just around here. He should show up soon, but I would like it if we could probably move to somewhere a little less.
A giant bear in a green cloak meanders through. Mixed up, so I said, "It's all right, bear. There are no problems here. A man with wild eyes goes through the peasantry, and they seem to back up for him. And Malik says, "It's all right. This is quite a reunion. It's not a trap."
Is that him?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Very strange. Very strange indeed.
This man is an unusual looking fellow. He has wild eyes, and at his feet is a fox, burning, ablaze. Aphysical. There are embers stemming from its body. The man is hooded in a very worn out jacket, blackened palms, and strange, gnarly teeth, the eyes of a snake. He begins looking at you, and eventually he approaches Malachi.
Well, the resemblance is certainly there. Not dead after all. Oh, today is a good day.
Indeed it is. We may see victory yet.
Very well. Well, I will not disrupt this family reunion.
So, you wish to talk, you said. We have much to discuss. Come, to my quarters. Your friends may join us if you wish.
I motion to the rest of the group.
All right.
I also use message just in case Garager is in the area and say, you can join us as well, wherever you are.
120 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Satellite connection, no good.
Yeah.
All right. Malik walks you into his ramshackle study that you recall seeing before. The veteran that directed you in before was here, and he says, "So it really is him, Malik?" "Yes, it is. I was shocked myself. But it's definitely him. He has mother's locket." "So, we have a lot of catching up to do."
First of all,
The brass
Have you heard
dragon
any-
wormling lands on his shoulder.
oh. I greet it in Draconic.
It nods towards you.
And I say, I've been worried about our sister.
"Yes. I've been tormented by dreams. They do not cease.
You know where she
Agonizing dream. I have a guess. I see nothing but brickwork and chains and iron fires. Strange pit of water. Caverns that go on endlessly. A catacomb. There's only one place I can think of that meets that description, though I've never been myself." "Yes. So, you've had visions too?
Yes.
Well, then
I've seen her.
perhaps...
Just.
Hmm.
And I've heard things. Terrible things.
What
We need
sort
to
of...
rescue her.
What sort of things?
Let's say she needs us.
Malakai, what sort of things?
I'm afraid to tell you.
His fist curls. Then you'd best not.
I've also heard what people believe about our father.
Yes. Public is not easily swayed in their foolery.
I met a man recently who said that our father killed the previous king.
He just kind of pauses, like he's processing what he's going to say. Malakai. I don't know what you've believed. For the longest time, I did not share your optimism. If you
did believe father was innocent. I do now. But only because I've finally acquired the information needed to prove his innocence. But it is inaccessible. I've tried. I simply do not have the connections.
Perhaps I could help.
Unfortunately, I doubt it. As much as I hate to say it, I think Orion was the one that first made the connection, but I had my men confirm it later. There is a court jester that has the ear of Xerxes. Well, he has Xerxes' ear, and the ear of many other nobles. He was a strange individual, strange looking, strange sounding, an odd manner of speech. I knew something was up with him when I was given his description, but I had a sense, but no evidence of anything beyond just an old, entertaining, strange hybrid of a man. His father was a goblin or something, I don't remember. Very despicable little creature. But one of my men on the inside, well, one of my former men on the inside, believed that he was some kind of caster, had abilities, would make people forget things, remember things, whether they happened or not.
Does that connect with anything that we might know?
About what?
When you said like the jester's father was a goblin?
Not that you recall, no.
I recall everything.
Not that you recall, no.
But I remember something.
Uh-huh. In the bush,
So
200
alright.
yards away.
Yes, it is important that we find and prove our father's innocence if there is to be any legitimacy to
Our airship.
airship. Absolutely. But I think you and we may have some points of contention.
He stares at you confused.
Well, do you intend to take the throne?
Well, I did, seeing as you were dead as of 15 minutes ago.
And now that I'm here,
Well, you are the eldest.
I'll give him a hug again. Can I say, I've been concerned about you. There's been a lot of destruction in your wake.
He's looking at you with beady eyes. Necessary destruction.
Oh yes, I completely understand, but I was where you are now, and I burned with so much rage and so much anger that I cared not for the lives of those that I came across, and I did some very terrible things.
Roll for persuasion with disadvantage. He does not like that you brought up his temper. You can tell that for certain. Anytime you bring up his temper, he does not want to hear it.
Ugh. 9. I got a net 22. Ugh.
So it's always a problem with my temperament. Not my actions. I can do all the right things, but you're just not in the right mood.
No,
You understand that what I've done is necessary. It has made progress. It is the only form of progress we've had in months. Lucine is starving. They're beckoning for assistance. They are revolting against Xerxes.
Yes, Malik, and you're absolutely correct. The people are yearning and they are hungry.
Yes.
But now you've made them even hungrier. You've burned their plantations down. You've burned their fields.
This is the only way. To starve the capital, you must remove their food supply. We cannot commit to a full-on siege of Lucine. They
I can't even make it into the outer keep, let alone the inner keep. But if we starve them out, they will be weak.
But what will the people think of you at the end?
Who cares what
follow
the
you?
people think?
Will they follow you? Will you become king only to be assassinated in your sleep?
This is irrelevant. We can worry about that once the present and the now is dealt with. This is the only way forward. Believe me, Malakai, listen to me. I have surveyed every other option. I have looked into what did Orion suggest? Orion suggests we just need the right team of people, and we can get them to assassinate this person, and all the dominoes will fall into place. You know how many people Orion has killed, don't you? You know what he's done? He's killed at least 12 noblemen. Drained their blood. He gets off on it. It's a game to him. Do you actually think that he's doing some form of good? No. No. But he convinces himself, I just killed the right person, and nothing changes. At first I was with him, and then I saw two things. One, it wasn't working, and two, it was corrupting him. His bloodlust just grew and grew. It does nothing, Malakai. We do not have the men to muster a siege. I have gathered all that I could from Coney Creek, which is a lot of men loyal to me, personally to me. I am not in good relations with Coney Creek anymore. I essentially stole their forces for my cause. But I stole a hefty amount, but not enough to commit to a full siege. Not enough even if I were to go to Coruscant and rouse troops, even if I were to go to Tarshiv and talk to the savages in the desert, were I to go to the Gith off the east coast and recruit every single one of them, we would not have the manpower to take Lucine directly. But this is working.
Is it?
Yes. You've seen it. Their armies are scattered. They're looking for us and they can't find us. We finally have a system. Full-on guerrilla warfare. Untempered. Undetectable. We have not been stopped, hindered. We have not lost a single man in the past 2 weeks. Which is important when your standing force is less than 1,000. This is what waging war looks like. And this is what
Malik,
affects...
Malik,
What?
I understand everything that you're saying. But as we walked through these lands, I saw men unable to even work the scorched land because they were burned.
If they wish to work, they can find employment with my men. I have offered food, rations. I have means of acquiring these things. I have connections. There's one thing I made sure of, that my men would be well fed, and I have kept to that word. The surrounding soldiers go, here. Yes. I've commanded the respect of my men and carefully maintained it. I have clearly outlined my terms, that as I patrol these lands, doing what must be done,
Yes.
that the people will suffer, but that they don't have to. Should they join me, they will be fed, they will be cared for, and they will be in a brotherhood. And the men that have joined have relished in this. Ask them. They're having the time of their lives. I cannot force those who do not see it into my ranks. They have chosen their path.
So this is what you think is best.
This is what I know is best.
So what if there was some way to combine your plans? What if there was some way of rescuing the people who would be hurt before you do this?
Rescue is not possible with Xerxes on the throne.
Malik,
And with the
not
stronghold
everyone
of...
is made to be a warrior. Not everyone is made to be a warrior. And what sort of Lucine will we have afterwards?
Wait.
You can't think only of the now. I understand that this is war. I understand that there are sacrifices that have to be made.
Malakai, what do you know about war? Have you been fighting? How long have you been in the fight? What have you been doing all these years?
I have been traveling, I've been training, and I've been preparing.
Training. What kind of training?
Earlier you mentioned...
Can you cast?
Can you not?
Not exactly.
Curious.
Get good, scrub.
Waffletop whispers from the back.
Seems that I took more from father's side than you did then.
But I applied myself. So, what can you do? If you've trained all these years, I pray that you have something to show for it. Do you? What do you know?
Oh, I've seen him like fly around in the air.
Flight is meager. What's your most powerful spell? Malakai?
What would you have me do?
I'm simply asking what you can do. I have no plans as of now. You are a new factor into my equation. I would just like to know what you are capable of first.
I make a trail of my cards, even with you, brother.
I'm sorry? Don't tell me that... You can cast, can't you?
Can, and I pull the twig out of my shirt and I cast light.
Isn't that a cantrip? Come on, show me something big.
I don't want to do this.
Why not? Don't you have some sort of means of recovering your magic energy or whatever? It just takes time, right?
Well, yes.
Well, then what's the holdup?
It's been a bit of a travel to get here.
So you can't do anything?
Fine. Fine. I don't want to hurt my brother.
Cast Tasha's mind whip on Bloppletop. That'll prove.
I was gonna say, like, if you're gonna cast it on someone, cast it on Blappletop.
Wait.
His
Hold on.
He'll just fly across the room, hit a tree, fall over, get back up, fine.
I have an idea.
Say it to me out loud.
No.
I have an idea. Do you need someone to do it to?
Sure.
That was not. You should not have said that.
I'll be back.
Our moral compasses.
I'll be back. Alright.
No, the
Malik-
character.
Malik runs away.
I rush over to them. I don't want to hurt any of these innocent people.
Who said they are innocent?
The
Where's moral
Wormling says
compass?
in
Where's the moral
Draconic.
compass?
No, I mean I'm talking to the party.
Yeah,
Like,
the Wormling responds to you in Draconic.
He's here. Shoot him.
Oh,
The Wormling
Oh,
is
right.
pacing on the floor.
oh. I'm gonna ask the Wormling. Is my brother all right?
He is where I need him to be. I, Danuk, have greater plans.
You have greater plans.
Yes. But this is a starting point.
Well, so does Bahamut.
Well, I'm sure he does.
What does Draconic sound like?
Sounds like...
Yeah, fair enough.
You know when you're like eating a hot dog?
The rat was sitting on.
It's pretty good. Alright.
And can Malik speak to you?
Yes,
Oh,
of course.
I guess he can speak English.
No, he's speaking Draconic to you.
Does Malik speak Draconic?
Yes. That's how we communicate. Well, how I communicate to him.
Cast. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So
Chris, what's this guy look like?
He's a bronze dragon wormling. Excuse me, a brass dragon wormling.
Little baby dragon.
He looks like this. He's a small man.
Oh.
He's about the size of you, I think. Let me fact check
Like
that.
this. There's no way
Average
to.
man.
There's nothing able to identify that size.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's medium, so he's just human size. He stands up on two legs and begins pacing.
What?
Yeah. You must understand,
Baseball cap back.
your brother, of course, has his issues, but he is reliable and a highly effective warrior, though he is naive in the means of sorceries. So you must forgive him.
And what are your intentions, Tanuk?
Well, they start with the overthrowing of Xerxes and extend to the unification of Mandrill. There are many disparate groups. I seek to unify them under one banner.
In short, tyranny.
Well, no, if they do not wish to be unified, they shall not. There are means outside of violence and forced compliance. Ways to persuade people. You have quite the silver tongue yourself, I'm sure you understand.
It is the
Actions
reason
speak louder than words, of course. People do not always respond to the silver tongue. One must demonstrate one's character. Malik is useful for this purpose.
Malik will win the war and lose his life. He'll lose his soul.
Perhaps. Malik returns. Malakai, I have your bait. Behind you is a large, hooded figure tied up in
bear.
chains. No,
Is it the bear?
no.
Ah.
Make it the right size. Come on. It's a figure wrapped up in cloth with a bag over his head, in very, very strong metal chains wrapped around his feet, his arms, and his entire body. Will this be suitable? He whips off the head.
Oh God.
Have you seen them before?
I have.
Are you familiar with their hierarchy?
Not very. We've met two in our travels.
Do you know what their ranks were?
Do we know what their ranks were?
Roll for history.
I
See if I remember.
Yeah, I'm looking back like, do we remember?
Did I get anything off Not Todd?
No, because he doesn't have memories.
Also a 7.
Okay.
2 sevens.
Incredible. You do not recall.
They were rather tight-lipped, and one of them was not the most talkative.
They have a basic ranking. In order, from greatest to least. I believe there were... How many of them by the time that we arrived? Their numbers kept changing in the rumors. We confirmed that there were at least 6, but I believe there were far more than that. No more than 20, I believe, but what was the number? Regardless, I will get an estimate on that. I believe one of my men has that number. But
There were only
this...
20 executioners.
What do you mean? You
I
mean
just thought there would
in
be
total?
more.
No. These are rare specimens.
He while he's saying rare specimens, he puts his hand on the guy's jaw and shakes it.
Very rare indeed. The executioner knights are not actually executioners. The Lucine has plenty of those. The executioner knights are executioners for Lucine's worst enemies. But, as I said, their hierarchy is strict. Each of them is ranked based on their ability, their success in missions, their missions completed. Take a guess at what rank this one is.
Now go on.
I'd wager he was the lowest rank.
No.
Not the highest, was he?
Not quite.
and you were able to capture him.
Yes. Rank number 3. It was quite a fight. He had some sort of casting element. My sorcerers were debating whether he was casting innately and simply using it as an element, or whether the thing itself was enchanted. We landed on the fact that the thing itself was enchanted. We debated using it, but, well, the spells are child's play. So, we simply destroyed it so that it could not fall into the wrong hands. And so, it was quite a difficult fight, as I said. While the spells are not particularly impressive to the trained magician, they were very, very deadly to several men. This one required us to change our entire approach. He was sent to us back when we were still traveling along the roads. Blending in, of course, disguised. Back then we were 100 or so. But it's very, very difficult to spread yourselves out so that you do not look conspicuous. We had a plan and everything, several divisions, but somehow they figured out it was us, and it was a massacre initially. At that point, I had not actually met who is now my lead sorcerer. He would have been a great aid in the fight, but alas, many men were killed until he ran out of spells. Then we beat him to a pulp. He did tank a lot of hits, took out a lot of good men, but once you surrounded him with 3 or 4 trained soldiers, he wasn't all that. Isn't that right, buddy?
How many rank 3s are there?
Well, only one. There's only one of each rank. From 1 to 6, or however many there are. I believe 6 is the number last I recall. Though you said you've seen some.
There's only 6 executioner knights?
At
As-
least six,
as
and
far
only
as,
up to
uh,
20.
As far as our intelligence dictates, yes.
Well, I killed one, kinda.
Oh, very good. But you said you don't know the rank.
Oh, no clue.
Is there a way to tell?
I believe their neck, some sort of decorative. Well, it's hard to explain. They anchor this necklace to their armor so that it doesn't jiggle, but then they mark it with certain decorative whatever. They do it completely different from Cunning Greek. You just have to see it. But
Brain blast.
essentially,
We have
the
one.
more marks, you have a captive.
That's the best way to put it, yes.
What's the correct way
is-
to put it?
An asset of ours.
You've managed to ally yourselves with an executioner knife. That should be impossible.
He is not. His brain is not that of the body.
Malik rolls insight on him.
What does that
We're telling the truth,
mean?
So
Speak plainly.
As I understand it, he's a ghost.
Oh,
I was not present when it all happened.
He holds his hand up.
so you've allied yourself with a ghost that has possessed an executioner knight.
Pretty much.
That sounds like a good way to put it, yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. This could be a valuable asset. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I got carried away. Malakai, would you like to destroy this man?
Fine.
cast
I say
super
go
death
for it.
laser.
I'm going to use. I'm gonna, under my breath, I'm gonna try to pray real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do?
Okay.
20.
You didn't have to roll to get an answer.
Oh,
But
well,
Lightning bolt from the sky.
so time sort of freezes for a bit. You can see everyone around you motionless. And well, like the G-Man, Michael just kind of steps out of the shadow and approaches you. and begins circling and says, says,
I
Malakai. At ease, Malakai. I'm not here to lecture you, but you have some decisions to make.
I know.
We have given you time. But you must decide. Your brother is a reckless force. And while this man, pointing to the executioner knight, is certainly not innocent, we should not relish in his suffering.
I know.
For he himself has suffered greatly, and all of his kind, as you will soon see.
So then what do I do?
Should we intervene?
Please.
Very well.
He's lost his faith in the divine, and
If Malik wishes to see the power that you possess, then I shall show him. Malakai is gone. In a flash, you see a 8-foot-tall figure in a divine white robe, an Azamar whose skin cannot be perceived. It is just pure white light.
Oh, gotta write that down.
Malik stares up and goes, What the? Malik. Malakai is not your servant, but a servant of Bahamut. Should you wish to challenge his decisions and his course, you shall challenge us directly. We will not partake in your perversions. See to it that you yourself do not become Bahamut's enemy, or we shall have to intervene. Oh, he's big. Malakai gets small. Normal size Malakai.
what happened? You said what?
Malik's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. Malik failed. Malik is terrified. Malik is gonna backpedal a little bit. Oops. Into some peasant guys and say, "You have immense power. But can you use it on your own, or do your gods simply use it for you? I don't understand."
You don't need to understand. What you do need to know is that I am on a mission of justice. And just like you, I do want to see Lucine free. But it can't be like this, brother. It can't. I've lost you once. And I won't lose you again, this time to darkness within yourself.
Danuk approaches from behind, swerving around Blappletup, swerving behind the other soldiers. Malik looks at him, and then back at Malakai, and looks at him, and then back at Malakai. Roll for persuasion.
Oh, God.
Malik looks back at the brass wormling, and back at you and says, "No. I know my course."
Brother, please. Please, listen.
I have listened. I have listened greatly.
I actually don't believe that you have.
Hmm.
I feel like you've only just begun to listen. You've always been this way. Do you remember when you were 5 years old and we went down to the river and I said to you, don't play so close to the water, and you would not listen, and you lost your favorite toy that day, and father had to swim to get it? You've always been reckless. You've always been impetuous, and you know what? I've admired that about you. Because sometimes I get frozen by indecision. But now I stand here, assured of myself and assured of what needs to be done. And I need you to stand beside me.
He stares at you with his arms crossed. Make one last persuasion roll.
$20.
Something is making you angry. Because something is fighting you. And that something is standing between two cunning Greek guards. And Malik is not yielding.
Do I sense it?
Mm-hmm.
I turn and I whisper, and I whisper in Draconic, and then I say it in English. So I'll say it both. The hold you have on my brother, it must end now.
Nuke speaks to you telepathically. Your brother's hold is his own. You will not sway him from me. He has chosen me, and he will continue to do so. Malik pulls out his sword and decapitates the executioner knight.
Wait, was there anything we could have done?
If you react really fast, the sword is on its way to his neck.
I'm going to use Ray of Frost on the sword.
Okay. What's your play here?
To blast it out of his hand?
Okay.
Wait,
Go ahead.
is he close enough that I can go right there?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just going to race over. And
Roll
you
for
shoot.
initiative.
Oh god, this is awful. Why
beat
is this
beat a 17, or he's going
Can I
first.
as well?
You may. You may.
Help.
You need to beat a 17. 'Cause he's
Friends,
going
help.
for it. Alright, Vesper.
I got 22.
You see that Malakai wants to move forward but isn't fast enough. Malik is going for his sheath, and you can see that he's going to decapitate the executioner knight. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab the ornate dagger that I keep on my hip,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to get there just in time to get it between the sword and the neck to like block it.
You sprint as the wind, flying literally forward as you unsheath your dagger and parry it away from the executioner knight. The guards charge you. And then Malik says, "Hold!"
You dare oppose me, bird?
I agree that the knights deserve no quarter, no empathy, but clearly you are being affected by something if you won't even listen to your own long-lost brother.
If my own long-lost brother does not speak what is plain and what is right, then why should I listen?
You would listen, you would hear a celestial being itself speak, and you would still doubt.
I have been filled with doubt for much of my life. It is
That is
just
exactly-
now that I am certain. It is only unfortunate that you do not share my certainty. Take the pig away.
And they put the bag back on his head and they walk him over.
The executioner knights may be less guilty than you think they are, brother.
You haven't seen what I have seen. What right have you to speak to me about relative guilt?
Because I know the power of a caster, and I'm going to use suggestion on him.
Okay.
Oh, make my save.
I will have sheathed my dagger and backed off. I'm not trying to
What
like,
level?
stand over
What
it.
level spell is this? What level spell is this?
I don't know if I can upcast it. Can I?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't seem like
That's
I
a
can.
you question.
It's a level 2.
You
The
can
spell
cast it with a
fails.
higher level slot. It just might not do
It doesn't do anything. Yeah.
right.
The spell fails. The peasantry has left because things are getting crazy. The guards are still watching. But two individuals approach, one wearing a red robe with white lining, and the other being the man you saw from a before. Where the heck did he go? Where did I put him?
Left.
Left where?
The
Where?
feral man.
Yeah.
Down and to the right of
Oh,
your
there
cursor.
he is. I should just rename him. It's gonna make my life so much easier. Blah. Your spell fails.
So what?
There's a bald man looking at you. With
Could I have
gangly
seen
white
which one of
fingers.
them did it?
Yep. It was a red
Said
robe
my
Balby.
spell fails.
Yep, it was red robe Balby. You cast
Okay.
counterspell. He's staring at you.
I look at him and I say, I would never hurt my brother. I want to show him something.
Evidence shows to the contrary. Malik,
Really?
do you know that your brother just attempted to cast suggestion upon you? Huh. Do you really think my mind is so weak?
Do you know what I would have had you do?
What?
I would have had you come over here and take this. And I give him my spellcasting focus.
Why would I need to be suggested to do such a thing?
Because I would want to show you the magic can be, and you know this, used to influence minds.
And what of it?
And even I do not trust it. You cannot trust people because they are casters. You cannot trust anyone who influences your mind to the point where you can't think clearly.
No one has influenced my mind.
Yes, they have. But here, I believe you need this more than I do. I pray that our mother and sister can give you strength that I can't.
He takes it and holds it. Guy in the red robe beams a message to you and says, "His mind is free, I have made sure of it. Danuk's plans are unknown to me, but I have made sure that every decision Malik has made has been with a clear head."
Influence doesn't always have to be magical.
Of course. But if it's his decision, then why do you oppose it?
My brother is not thinking with the entire picture in mind.
Or perhaps you do not understand the machinations that we have built over the past few years. Perhaps you should tread carefully.
And perhaps you should think about the Lucine of tomorrow, and not only the war of today.
I have thought of the Lucine of tomorrow, and of the next day. I have thought of the mandrel of tomorrow. I have thought of the mandrel of 1,000 years from now. I have thought these things.
Yes, and now I don't trust you either.
Trust is earned. You have done nothing to gain it. The crew of motley individuals, finally back-ended by a bear, have all clustered around and are staring you down.
He has his own adventuring party.
It's crazy.
I go up to Malik one more time and say, it was good to see you, brother.
You're leaving.
I hoped that we would walk the same path.
We still can.
I know you'd like to think so. But inevitably, we would find ourselves here again, fighting each other.
And so you're going to walk away. Leave me to fight again. By myself.
No. That has never been the intention. Even when I thought you were dead, my goal was to retake Lucine. I'm not your enemy here.
He's just
Do you
kind of
remember this
staring
one?
at you, breathing.
Huh?
He's just kind of staring at you, breathing, squinting in deep thought.
Our father once told us that we came from the dragons. We were young and we thought which is fairy tales. And he said that we came from the metallic dragons, beings of goodness, beings who are meant to help Lucine. And I see that you, in your own way, that is what you seek to do. You really do want to help Lucine. But what good is helping the place if we can't help the people? I have seen far too many hurt and broken people because of Xerxes, because of you, because of me. This can't be the right way. It can't. I'm proud of you. I'm proud for the way that you were able to take yourself out of the destruction of our family and the decimation of all that we knew and loved, and rise to be this strong and confident person in front of me. But I cannot look at you, knowing what you aim to do, and say that I will walk beside you. I can't. Our mother wouldn't want it, our father wouldn't want it, and I don't want
Roll for
it.
persuasion. Or, well, if you're not done, you can keep going, but otherwise.
Okay. Not doing this anymore. It's a 16.
That's a really important roll. Let's see, who you convinced. Two, three, and one uncertain. Okay. Malik, after a very long silence, says, "If I have truly gone astray, then I need you to lead my army in my stead." At this, Danuk and the red robe guy go, and they gasp. They take a step back. And then the red robe guy walks up and says, "My liege, you, in all due respect, know your men best. While I understand your brother." Silence! If you respect my authority, then you respect the transfer of my authority. My liege, this may not be the case. I do not foresee a future with your brother, but you could do great things. Enough. You will not sway me. Danuk is silent.
Silly little dragon man.
So, what say you?
I accept. And I accept you at my side for this as well.
And effective immediately, the new commander of this army is Malakai de Lumiere, second in command. Myself, Malik de Lumiere. You are all now to refer to Malakai as Sir. Every single one of you maggots are now under his control. What he and his men dictate, you follow. He outranks
all
me.
these guys.
You're not gonna get to name all these guys.
Art Smeller the 7th.
All right. All right.
There's still only 2 of them.
All right.
We got peasant 1, peasant 2, peasant 3.
The men are.
George.
Some of the men are a little riled, but others seem like they're breathing sighs of relief. Like, oh, okay. The guy in the red robe is quietly smoldering, and Danuk is just completely neutral and just walks calmly back inside.
Insight check.
All right. Malik says, "Return to your duties. We will have updates in the morning. We will continue with our current plan until further notice." All right. Malik walks back inside.
I go over to Vesper and I give him a high five. And then I kind of dropped him, hold on to him so I don't fall over.
he's gonna say to you in Draconic, if you ever need someone to attest to what Danuke said, I was there.
He
Thank
was no, he was reading. That was a mind conversation.
Well,
The first one?
Oh no,
When
not
he
the
was
first
pacing
one.
back and forth? That's what I was talking
No,
about.
no. Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh yeah, I wrote
First
down
one
the
was
whole
out loud.
first conversation, and I
Okay,
didn't
okay.
write down anything about the second one.
Okay. Got it. All right. 1 second. The guy in the red robes walks up to you. Just says, "You are a tenacious young man."
it's in our blood.
Clearly. But I'm afraid you do not fulfill my needs as a leader or my purposes. Unfortunate that this didn't work out. Now, I'm going to give you a chance to walk away. Will you take it?
Oh, Vesper is hearing this too?
Yep.
I'm going to lean in. I'm going to smile. I'm going to lean in, place his ears, say, not on your life.
Hmm. Then yours is forfeit. Malakai instantly dies.
Bum, bum, bum. Like, how instant is instant?
So, technically, here's what actually happens. That isn't what actually happens, but that's what could happen. Just so that I have all of your attention.
Right.
What's wrong with you? You sick man!
Just so I have all
So
your
here's-
attention. We're all here sitting attention. Just so I have all your attention. I kill one of the players instantly.
Here's what actually
The
happens.
first time.
Here's what actually.
is
Here's what
true.
actually happens.
I'm in heaven talking to Cagliari.
No.
right now.
No. Your fate,
Not in heaven.
your fate is not sealed. Here's what actually happens.
65
The
seconds.
guy moves his lips as if he's just going to continue the conversation. He speaks one single word in Infernal, and Malakai just blacks out, like the life is like sucked from him. There is not enough time to stop it because it just looks like he's just speaking.
Unless. I'm not going to do anything.
Doppeltuck
That
will run
implies
over.
that you could.
Okay, Bloppeltup's running. Well, you got to roll for initiative.
So yeah, he's on the ground.
Does my fellow religious guy not feel it?
8.
I'm gonna
Roll for
I'm gonna
initiative,
step
please.
between them as he does. Does my initiative carry over? Or do I need to reroll?
Go ahead. That's fine. If you already rolled, then we'll just use that.
Good, because it was good.
Well, technically though, since that was a surprise round, he would go first. Because like that wasn't an actual thing. And what is his modifier? He got a 23. Did you get a 22?
Yep.
All right. Well, he rolled a nat 20, which means he is going again. And now what he's going to do is speak a single word to you, also in Infernal, and you are stunned. You
What is
cannot.
this word? Because that is one of the other languages I speak.
The word is sit.
Oh, what did he say to Malakai then?
Die. Now,
Yo, he's got the console open.
you currently have
It's
the
cheating.
you currently have the stunned effect, so you cannot move,
Understood.
and you can just apply that to yourself. That is that's his turn.
My turn now?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna run over to Red Robe Baldy. I was gonna go to Malakai,
Oh,
but I
okay.
made a little L.
Okay.
I'm like, well, this guy's dead. Let me go over this guy.
Okay.
You're the one with Revivify. What are you doing?
Dude,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy that the healer just goes, yo, this guy's dead. Anyway, so then I went to war.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Healer watched his teammate die and he cracks his knuckles. What are you doing?
Yo, Special Dr. K?
No, do whatever you want. I don't know if you have diamonds. Whatever.
All right, now while this is happening, just for funny hee the baldy is laughing like,
Your friend cannot be revived by magical means.
And so Bluppletup spits in his
I'll
mouth.
cast command at the 3rd level on the guy,
okay,
and I will tell him.
counterspell instantly fails.
Oh yeah, counterspell this. You get shot.
Are you sure you want to do that?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking John. You sure he wants to do that?
What, cast a spell?
Yeah.
If I get the choice, then no.
Okay, well, 'cause- weren't you going to use Revivify, or was that someone else saying that?
I was saying he has Revivify,
Ah.
but that also costs 300 gold and diamonds.
And
So-
There's enough money nearby. Like, 'cause Lego studs attract magnetism.
Well, since that didn't really do anything, I'm going to hit him with my mace.
okay, great.
Mace. Hit him in
Now you
the
can roll the
mace.
hit.
Oh no, I have crab claws. Hold on.
Oh, you do
You know
have
what the mace
crab. You
roll?
do have
Snip,
crab
snip.
claws. Snip, snip.
I'm gonna snip.
Snip him.
What is that? +3 to hit.
It's a +5. It should be.
Do you
Said
Or
sound
no,
like a
plus-
crab?
all right, fine. It's +3, I guess for now. Should be higher though.
I get a 20,
Yeah, plus
22 to hit.
That hits. Should be like a +6 and a 1d6 +6. That was what it was supposed to be. All right, you've been buffed. 1d6 +6 damage.
Oh.
I need to pull up the kill music.
Snip. That does 9 bludgeoning damage, and he is grappled. Escape DC 11.
Oh
Thank you, my perfect chip.
Okay, 9 bludgeoning damage. Excellent. All right, cool.
I can't attack twice, right?
No. However,
Even if I had another attack.
if you had another attack, you could. But
What
I
if
don't
his
know what you do.
theme starts?
What if he had 2 claws?
I'm trying to figure out what the battle theme was
I
going to be.
do have 2 claws.
I didn't foresee this happening, but I should have known better.
You're the guy.
I am the guy, so it is my fault.
Write that down, let it tally.
Hold on. I'm gonna find the perfect track. This is important because this is now officially cracked. By the way, this is not what I want. Go away.
Post Void theme song. Do it.
I don't know what that is. So.
I sent it to you the other day. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. But hold on, I need to find. This is good. Yep. Yeah, this will work. That's really loud, but it won't be as loud when it goes into Fredboat.
I'm gonna turn it up.
Go ahead. All right. Now, I'm not gonna say anything. It's fine. All right. Who are we at?
I just went.
Great. Meteor's gonna bull rush him and go sicko mode. Well, 2 of those are gonna hit, and I don't even remember what his damage is.
I've got
lot.
the guy in between my claws. with
14. Oh, that means you have advantage because he's grappled. 3 of those hit. Excellent, very good. That's 21 bludgeoning damage. All right. Who is up next?
Would it be him if it's top of the round?
Is it top of the round? I guess Grouder is on Mars, so. Groucher, would you like to
could
unmars?
let him.
Would you like to unmars, Groucher?
So in theory,
You could peruse the treetops and go all the way over and then jump down and stealth kill him.
Creed?
Would you like to Assassin's Creed him?
I would like to Assassin's Creed him.
Alright, so Grouger this entire time, knowing in advance that it would be beneficial to hide
writing
in the
this
trees,
down.
he has been stalking along the trees completely undetected because he's a super stealth man, and now he sees A strange man in a robe attempt to kill Malakai? Assassin's Creed time. Alright, go for it.
I just go.
I mean, yeah.
Do it. You won't.
You jump down, Assassin's Creed him.
All right, Assassin's Creed.
You have sneak attack and advantage because friendly. Friendly on him, grappling
Okay.
him.
Did I hit?
What'd you get? Oh yeah, that hits.
All right. All right. I'll roll that first. Then we roll that. That for that. All right. 11.
11 pounds? Alright, cool.
What's sneak attack?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Alright, is that all?
And I spit on him.
Alright, great. Now, I'm trying to think. No. Actually,
How are you
yes.
gonna handle rolling for 700 peasants
So-
rushing to him?
They're terrified, so they're not. Malakai, make a death saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh right, I forgot to drop my stuff to 0. Okay. So damage 40. Oh. Okay.
Alright. Now, everyone near this man, which is Vesper, Bloppletup, Meteor, and Grouger, needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm really good at those. -1.
Incredible.
9.
Oh no, my battery. It is not being
Alright,
used
well-
for anything. Oh no, my
While,
penguin with a gun.
while he can't hear us, I'm gonna change my roll.
I can hear you. I can't.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
Yes, I also rolled
So
high.
anyone who
Whoa.
got less than an 18, buckle up. 10, 13, 16, 17 necrotic damage.
It's
I
a
only
good
take
thing.
half of that.
It's a good thing
yeah.
I didn't roll low.
On a
Do you
successful
round high or low?
low or no high, I forgot.
Round up.
It's half of that on a successful
Yep,
save.
always round
So
up.
if you succeeded, half of what did I just say? 17, half of 17. Yeah.
So
If you succeeded and you have resistance, it's a quarter of 17.
8.5, right?
Sure.
So it'd be 9.
Yes.
Bonk.
All right.
I did great, guys.
That was a legendary action. Now, back to the normal
Vampire.
action.
Stab him 45 times in the chest.
So what happened? Did we just like feel something do something to us?
Yep. You just
He
got
didn't,
life
like-
sucked.
Explode, right?
No, but he then does say, "I have no time for you mortals." He's casting a spell. I don't think anyone has counter spells, so no one can stop him.
He's crab claw. That counters him.
He disappears. He's gone. He has
He can do that?
teleported to another plane of existence.
And John's got no hands anymore.
Now, for those of you that have any idea what just happened, and or are magically inclined, you guys can make a history or an arcana check for me. Or I can just show you the PNG of him. Would you like to see the PNG?
Sure.
Sure.
Guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yes.
good at both history and arcana, so I can still do that if you want me to.
Oh, absolutely.
I got a natural 20.
Great. That was a lich.
Got it.
And he was just chilling.
Waffletop doesn't know what it is.
I rolled 2s for both of them.
Alright, well, nobody knows that it was a lich. But that was a
Well,
lich.
I got a 10 and a 7.
Nah.
What,
So-
Bloppletub doesn't get it on a 20?
Oh no,
doesn't know what a lich is.
Bloppletup. Oh, well, I guess that might be true. Poor little man.
Unless you decree that a natural 20 undoes that.
Nah.
He just got a Windows update.
He
He's
got
just got a
He did
Windows
just get a Windows update. You know that that is a very powerful magic being, and that is not good.
You could feel it in your claws.
Yeah, you feel it in your claws.
I
All right.
disappeared, my claw just went snip and closed.
Yeah. Now everyone around the camp is completely shocked. Rushes forward. And Malik doubles back and just goes,
I'm just immediately gonna yell, "We have to stabilize Malakai."
Vesper's still stunned.
Am
I?
Yeah.
I
No,
cast
never mind,
Control
never mind,
too.
never mind.
We're
I don't think
going
he's
to
stunned.
Malakai.
Actually, is he stunned? Let's find out.
I don't know, rules man. You decide.
It's not
You
concentration.
cast Paralyze in Skyrim.
Oh, you make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, but he got hit by the bonk
Oh.
stick, which paralyzes you for 1,000,000.
You didn't even give me that the first
2.5.
time.
You don't get one the first time.
quadrillion.
And a cringe.
I got a 13.
Nope. You're stunned.
All right.
All right, so you just chill there for a while.
All right.
Then I guess I'll just say stabilize Malakai.
Malachi is currently a husk of a man. It looks like, you know, in Indiana Jones, where the guy touches in the Last Crusade, where the guy like drinks from the wrong Holy Grail and he like ages at the speed of light, and then
Yeah.
just that's what happened to Malachi.
I'm gonna medicine check him.
Okay.
I'll just see what's up with him.
Indy was the dog's name.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't
Yep,
you
that's
just
the one.
heal me? Like, couldn't regular healing help anyway?
Nope.
I got 23. Does that mean anything to me?
Yes, it does. Now, any normal man would look at this and say, "This man is dead, beyond magical means." But you're no normal man.
You're
In
crap.
fact, in your last software update, you remember that the terms of your life-saving abilities were updated, and they break the rules. Not that you know this, but rules schmools. You may cast Revivify, and it will probably work.
He's a crab, so
He's crab.
think about that.
Doodle it, revivify. What does that look
This-
like?
Isn't this Zelda?
So did you
Touch
just
on
cast
me?
Revivify?
Yeah, with my
Apparently.
crab claws.
Okay. Great news. Malachi unzorps, and the life is restored to him as the horrific aging process reverses, and he's now standing up in front of you.
Wait, how much HP do I get?
Danuk just looks over
You have 1 hit point.
and then, shocked, walks over to Blobbletopp and just says, "How did you do that?"
Crab.
Bubbletop will fall on his butt.
Malik immediately runs over to Malachi. And just sort of like shakes him and goes, "What in the world just happened? Where's Lictor?"
His name was Lictor?
Yes?
And you trusted him? He
What?
looked like that? And his name was Lictor?
He was a powerful ally. I needed his assistance.
And he looked like that? Bald people are evil!
You are
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
you are correct.
A natural one.
Nope.
He was powerful, but he was also
Evil!
Tanuk
Yeah.
speaks up and says, "I ask again, how in the world is this man standing before me?"
Crab?
I'm just based like that.
Based on what?
I'm gonna
Lictor
my
was a
crab claws.
lich.
Snip, snip.
You
Lich-
just figured. What?
No magical means can bring someone back from power word kill. How in the world did... What?
is Malik hearing Danuk ask these questions?
Yeah.
Is everyone hearing it or just.
Oh, everyone's hearing it. He's speaking in common.
He's a crab.
Malik, I told you. As for a brass dragon, he's not as good as I would have expected him to be.
Excuse me. First of all, I am not allied with the Lich, although I did not feel that I could oppose him. We had a
Oh.
mutual understanding. One does not...
Understanding.
Well, when a Lich walks into your door, you can't exactly say no, can you?
And you
You
didn't,
didn't
say
tell
anything,
anyone else?
and you said nothing to Malik.
He would have killed me and Malik on the spot.
Oh, how brave of you.
He's pretty brave.
Well,
I don't know, he
you
felt pretty spongy when
you
the
should
meteor was punching
you
his brains out.
should you should be dead. There is no means on earth or in the heavens that should justify such a defile of the rules of sorcery.
It's because it's in the ocean.
I'm gonna dispel magic on Vesper.
That's a good idea.
He's struggling.
We must defeat Ice Dragon.
Where do your powers come from, strange crab man?
I don't know.
What do you
Under
mean?
the sea.
How do you not know?
Under the sea.
I mean, you know, I'm under, Blip-Blop-Top. He's kind of cool, but
Who?
I just can't answer you.
Excuse
Where
me.
life is
Your
where
software
there's
update
Oh, sorry,
clearly.
hold on. I'm sorry. Let me find the name. Hold on, scroll up. I'm under where?
Sorry, we have too
Ungi
many
Bomb
memes.
King Blip-Blop-Top the Destroyer, but I don't know.
What in heavens is that? What kind of deity grants this power?
Can we just have like a Polaroid picture?
Oh, he's big. Kind of looks like this, and I click my claws.
Danuke is shocked. He has no words.
Thank you all. Malik, and this is why I roll with this party. They've got it going on.
Yeah,
I
we
had
got
no
it.
idea he was that powerful.
We have the owl, the spellcaster, the guy that did 11 damage. Pretty much an elite party here.
Listen, just because Garager made his stat
So,
points.
that is what a lich looks like?
Shh, leave him alone.
Yeah?
Is that what that thing was?
Yeah?
Yes, Danuke speaks up. He was one of the most powerful beings I had ever seen.
Cool.
You know where he went?
Plane shift. He's in another dimension now. Who knows what his plans are?
Does he? Is it one of those spells where he has to come back right here?
Unfortunately not.
We just like make a minefield.
I would say, fortunately, I don't know if we could handle him.
We certainly can't. Nothing short of divine intervention can stop such a force. Or apparently this strange crab man.
Yeah. One thing about our party is the gods are with us
Clearly,
for the most part.
you would be dead if it were not true. And for that I regret doubting you. I am sorry that I cannot reveal the intricacies of my plans. They are fragile. But I assure you that they are not against you. And should you maintain effective leadership, I see no reason that we cannot continue to work together.
I would appreciate it. Thank you.
If we're being honest, can I ask you,
Yes.
in your plan to unify Mandrill, who's at the head of that?
Bahamut. It's his land, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an acceptable answer with us. Yeah.
Honestly, any answer that wasn't you.
Well, this entire continent is his. I may not be one of his servants by blood, but I know what place I have to fill.
There was this bard we met. You guys would have liked each other.
Was he a Dragonborn?
Yes.
One of those shiny Dragonborns, a gem?
I believe so.
You were part of the
Yes, I
rebellion.
believe we're familiar. We've interacted occasionally.
Crystal.
Yes.
Ice.
It's in my notes somewhere. I just don't.
I don't remember what he was, so I didn't.
This has been a very long day.
This has
He's
been
a
a very
crystal
long
dragon.
day.
Honestly, I just think it'd be great if we could get to bed or something. Is there a place that we could crash for the night?
Yes, I have quarters in here. They're out back, behind the drawing room. Danuk
Really gonna-
flies away.
We're gonna have an interesting moment here where we currently have our small army that we've acquired, right? That is directly opposed to the group we are currently with right now.
Nah, not
That
really.
is
We can
not
just get 'em.
correct. These are Zara guards.
No, well, in fairness,
There,
before we
there's
left,
the
we did tell them that our goal was to try and join with them, if possible, get them to our side.
All right. I
there's
guess I
the
missed that
issue of
part.
Orion. What do we do about him?
I was
Throw him into the ocean.
Right into the ocean.
It's the quickest fix.
Because Malik,
Sinking into the water.
Gonna drown real quick.
Oh, that's a good point, Vespa.
Sounds like utter bliss.
Malik,
I
I do have one thing to tell you.
Yes.
Now keep in mind all that we've gone through today.
Significant amount.
Yes, yes, and I'm glad that we are reunited, brother. The person who led us here, aside from a tremendously well-behaved hill giant named Big Gregory, you
The
love
one
him.
who ate 12 of my men?
No.
Got a really good point there.
He's
quite a couple. It's like a dozen.
he
That is
has
exactly
actually-
a dozen.
he's actually been working on his eating habits. He's got a he's changed.
He's
and
just staring at you, mouth wide open.
yes, we trust him. But
With our lives.
we are traveling currently with Orion.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Whatever.
And during the time that we've been together, he has not done what you've said.
Very well. So I still wouldn't trust him.
But
I worked with Orion a little bit before the whole party, or before I met up with the party. Was he like that when I knew him?
Nope. But he was a very secretive person.
Throw him into the ocean.
And into the ocean. Maybe he can swim.
Whoop.
Malik straight up asks Vesper, "Have you never seen him feed?"
Are you implying that he's a vampire?
he tends to be a lot more secretive about this.
Oh, he was. He just wasn't subtle. Secretive and subtle are two different things.
I am in an odd position of being an OG resistance member, but also out of the loop. So no, I have not seen him feed.
He's a vampire, but he is
Original gangster.
He mind rapes people.
He feeds off of psychic energy.
He mind rapes people.
I still think my solution's a pretty good solution.
He's very controlled.
Mm-hmm.
I knew. Perhaps the stress of the resistance got him. But let's not waste any more time arguing about this. Malik, we have a lot to catch up on. I haven't seen you in
Yes.
6 years.
Indeed.
Well, there is the issue of the rest of our men. If we could retrieve them all, that would be fantastic. Not including Big Gregory. He's at his playhouse.
That is true.
But-
Is there anyone else here who is a spellcaster, or would you be able to fly over there? Or
We do not
Well, I
have
could go retrieve
flight.
them if they would be allowed in. I'm asking about Orion because he's with them.
And I am now the only other caster, but I cannot assist you transportation-wise.
who is the other caster?
Infernus.
Infernus. The weird animal-looking guy.
Are you able to? I pull out the sheet of paper. I've been
Drive a
working on.
car.
I've been working on this spell. It's called sending.
Hmm.
Are you able to use it, or
No, I'm a druid.
okay?
I cannot do such things.
Well, if you give me 10 minutes, I could probably do it then.
That's a lot of time, but sure.
Oh,
It works for me. We're in no rush.
they're waiting out there anyway.
Okay.
No, Infernus says revivify.
I'm just I'm just
Infernus says revivify.
putting my guys away. Putting my little dudes away.
Okay, so I take 10 minutes and then I
Tucking them in.
read from my notebook and perform the ritual.
So who
And,
you sending to?
Becky?
I can. Well, is Malik okay with Orion coming in? That's what I was getting. At.
Yeah, he said whatever.
Then I'm gonna fly and go get
Okay.
it done.
To lead them.
We'll leave the cart, but take the horses and all the stuff in the cart. We'll just try to like leave the cart out of sight.
Okay, like
Sounds-
cover it up.
Cover it up, yeah.
Alright, do a survival check. Cover up the cart.
Okay.
Can he have advantage since our army people will be helping him?
I got 20 total.
They don't have
without
survival
advantage.
skills. 20 will suffice, trust me. Alright, you expertly hide the cart in brush and assemble some more brush from the nearby forest and then escort the men over, but it's going to take some time. So.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, cool. Excellent. Well, I guess everyone else is going inside now, right?
Yeah.
And what is the sending spell going towards? Hello?
I'm sorry.
Sounded
What?
like he's
He's,
walking away.
he's gone.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Who's the sending spell going to?
I sent it to the captain, Captain Beckett, or whoever it was.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Becker.
Becca, yes, him.
Okay. I mean, your boy Pigeon Wings is probably going to be there faster than that. So.
Pigeon wings.
Yeah.
I will have you know they are owl wings. Thank you very much.
The reason I wasn't sure was because you said he can really fly through.
No. That was when he was in like the thick of it. If you can get to a clearing, it's fine.
If
Oh.
I can fly up and out above the tree line over to the road and
Okay.
land.
I won't. Well, all I will tell him is be ready to move.
Okay.
So as soon as you get there, they're like getting ready for.
Right, very well. I think that's it. We can assemble the boys. I am not drawing them on the map. It's gonna take 8 billion years.
Sight.
Y'all have like 300 people now under your command, so yeah.
This is not how I kind of expected us to have to go our own way, but
It was pretty dang close. That one roll was really important because if it didn't work out,
What, the one with the 16?
Yeah, you convinced Malik, the bear, and Infernus. You just didn't convince the Lich because that was already unlikely to happen, but it was possible. And then Danuk was the one that tied you, so he was like,
I'll see how this goes.
Yeah, basically. Alright, so what are we doing?
He starts like shaking his head no, and he sees the other three start shaking their head yes, and he switches to yes.
yeah, exactly. I was like, well, I don't want to align myself with the freaking Lich. So, alright.
Bad move on his part, honestly.
Yeah, you escort the man over, and you can reunite them with the unit of Zabra guards if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. What I'll bring them in and say, hey, basically, do whatever you want, but be ready to move out if we're gonna move out.
Well, as you're walking back, Orion talks to you and says, Vesper, it's quite the funniest thing. I actually met one of my cousins here. I didn't know he was serving.
Was it Morbius?
More bios, yes. I know, we do look quite similar.
I've heard a few things.
What do you mean?
Dampiers.
He stops in his tracks. You can tell no one.
I don't plan on it.
I trust you.
Malik is begrudgingly allowing you in, so I would say to be on your best behavior.
I will just stay out of his sight. That is
If
no
we have
problem.
to choose between you and the support of hundreds of men, I I'm not
Yes.
sure how Malachi would take it, but I know which way I will lean.
Understood. I plan to not even look at him or be seen by him. Just take me to a corner and I'll sit there. All I care. Alright. Very well.
Is there a place we can put the
Blah,
horses?
blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not drawing it. They have horses elsewhere. Probably like here, honestly. I'm just gonna put Orion where the horses are.
Has Fluffletop lost his crab arms yet?
It's probably been about an hour, so yeah. Let's update the world clock here. It is now 8 p.m.
Malika and I basically spend the rest of the evening just catching up, and
Yep.
I show him some little spells, but not anything harmful.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be able to make light. I feel like I don't know.
It's crazy. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe he lost connection with his sorcery because he lost connection with the gods. That'd be weird.
Oh, I'm gonna bring Todd over.
Oh yeah, Todd. I forgot about him. Come on in the party.
Yes, there is an execution tonight here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Where is
Throw him
Todd?
into the ocean.
Todd is not marked as Priest Todd. He is Priest Todd. Oh, do, 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 do. Todd walks up and enters. I'm gonna say that. Is this acceptable? Todd entering in the common area of the cool guys.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt whatever Malachi's doing. I know they're having like a heart-to-heart moment there, but
Yeah. It's on hold. It's all broad stuff. So unless it's something specific, then I don't think it really matters.
Right. Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
If Todd walks in and Malik is gonna look over and go, "That's your ghost executioner."
Mm-hmm.
in the
Yeah.
flesh.
Yeah.
I suppose that's correct.
Do you remember what this executioner remembers?
I don't have memory. I just have muscle memory, if that's what it's called. And I can move him around in any which way. But my name's Todd. Your ghost name is Todd. Yeah. Curious. How did they find you? If you don't mind me asking.
We went into
Well,
ocean.
I was on a ship that was haunted, and I possessed another guy. And, well, basically he died, and then this executioner guy came on our ship, another ship, and I saw an opportunity, so I took it.
So their minds, they're weak to spectral compulsion.
Sure.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
He was otherwise engaged at the time, if I understand it.
I see. Very interesting.
I wonder.
Would we be able to perhaps place you with your brother, shall we say, and you could report back what you hear if you're able to goad information from him?
Yeah, but I don't really know how to do that. Like I said, I don't remember anything.
No. You simply need to be there. I've seen the way the executioner knights look at each other and talk with each other. They have a very deep kinship, clearly. You can get him to say anything. It would be worth it.
Perhaps if we were to gag Todd, the other one would be more likely to attempt to speak to him without expecting a response.
No, that's a good idea.
We connect through Bluetooth.
Perhaps. I wish to, I wish to initiate a dialogue, though, if possible. I want
Well,
to
you're
know.
gonna have to give Todd a crash course on anything you want him to do because he is not experienced in my experience. No pun intended.
Is there some sort of way we could sort of prompt him for what to ask and say?
We're sitting 40 feet away with binoculars.
Well, yes, we could use.
You can speak in people's minds, right, Malakai?
Yes.
And you can have a two-way conversation.
Yes. He would be whispering to us under his breath, though, so we would have to make sure that the other god couldn't hear what he was saying.
Move the blacksmith right next door.
Now you can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Yes.
Okay, but he would be physically whispering.
Yes.
Understood.
What if they were like back to back?
Yeah.
Yes. This will work, We have him tied to a tree.
And pretty much
Alright, here is the plan. We bring in Todd, first gagged. Then we ungag him should he promise to make no noise. And then... face them back to back. Malakai, you and I will sit... how far can you get the spell to work?
As long as it's within 120 feet.
That's very specific. Okay, well, 100 feet away, we shall sit, we shall camp in the brush.
Yeah, we've measured it.
Todd, you will be receiving messages from Malakai, and you will be able to respond. You'll be able to respond, yes?
Yes, he will be able to respond.
Yes. Very good. Yes. Let's do this. All right. With me, men. We have a prisoner to deliver. And so the plan was hatched. Todd
Everything's wetter.
Todd is now dumped off. Actually, we'll just put him like right here. And then we'll have the guards scatter away. Perfect. All the peasant babies are sleeping because they're little peasant babies. And then these guards will move over here to this table, which they're going to move and play cards on. Perfect. Alright, all of this physical setup is transpiring. And now Malik and Malakai are going to sit further off. And Malik, it's going to be quite the telephone line. Because Todd is going to both speak what you tell him to speak, say what's being said, and then Malakai's going to have to relay that, and then Malik can ask the questions. Or either one of you can ask the questions.
And can you try to keep it at 20? Wait. Nope, it doesn't say how many words.
I think that's sending.
Sending it to 25 words. Got it.
That's pretty funny. Alright. Is
This
anyone
one's
else anyone else coming on this funny little mission?
Nah, I'm gonna be that little weirdo going around like taking stock of everything, like taking inventory.
Oh yeah. There's lots of guys. You're gonna be the one that get the official head count of 372. Or not 72, it's like 307.
307 men. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want a breakdown of them by house. All right, just in case we make enemies of a house, we don't want people rebelling. Okay.
There are 0 members of House Tiana. There's a ton of House Taylor, and a very small number of Zara and Roshan. And then a lot of everything else is peasants minus a substantial legion of Kuning Greek soldiers.
Question: are there any remnants of House Tulumir at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
That is the other house that is not present.
Got it.
Alright. Are we ready to do our funny little mission?
Funny a little mission.
Alright. The setup is following. Priest Todd is backed up against the wall, gagged, mumbling. The soldiers remove his gag. and he's placed on the other side of a tree stump from the Executioner Knight, chained up. Silence. Have you begun the spell?
I have.
Alright. Todd will relay to you any information that he receives.
Got it.
He hasn't said anything yet.
No, not yet.
You hear something. You hear him mumble. So how'd they get you? What do I say?
Ambush. Wait, who from our party is here with us too?
I think it's just you and Malik right now, unless anyone else wanted to come along.
I feel like somebody else should come too.
Graduate or
Fine,
Bloppletop. Alright, Bloppletop will sit.
And then the guy
Excellent.
in the ocean.
He's very winded, but he's coming.
Alright, technically, what will have to happen, but will just be annoying, so we won't do, is there's a whole relay where Malakai activates message, Todd hears something, responds to Malakai, Malakai repeats it quietly, very quietly, and then you guys have to agree on a response, then Malakai beams a response, then Todd says it. But we're just gonna cut the middleman.
Yep.
So, we're just gonna talk, quote unquote, directly to the Executioner Knight. So, ambush. Was that, wizard there?
The one in the red coat?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Don't know how he...
Packed a punch.
No, you did. Don't know how they came across a guy like that.
No, cool. What should we ask?
What rank are you?
What rank did he say he was?
He doesn't know.
The guy you're talking to is 3. We know they have at least 6 of them, but there are no more than 20.
Hit him with a 6. I mean, I'm not here.
Say 5.
What, are you embarrassed to tell me?
Yeah. 6.
Uh-huh. You the new 6?
Yeah.
You heard what happened to the poor old 6. Well, did you?
Did he meet that traveling party?
Yeah, so they do tell you guys some things.
He killed 6.
I wasn't sure if you have the same information as me.
I killed 6. God
We
damn
killed the
it.
weakest one.
That's when we were the weakest. Now we're goated. Think about that.
So that means, you were in there the longest now, right? Since you're the newest?
What?
I don't like to think about it, but yeah.
It's gonna be like a
Do you know
Game Busters.
Do you know how long it was?
He didn't tell me exactly.
Did you lose
He just-
count?
Yeah.
Eh.
Didn't recognize anyone when I came through.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no, he's gone too far.
Took a nap.
I didn't know anything when I got out. Everything was different.
Oh, I know what you mean. I wasn't in there for long because I won my fight, but even the short time I was there, a lot changed.
Yeah. So what rank are you?
I was 3. Like I said, I wasn't in there for long. And I'm the original 3. Well, the other one didn't. They didn't replace me like they did 6.
Right. You think they're strong enough to take us all down? I doubt it, but
I don't know what 1 and 2 are doing. I don't know what you guys in the lower ranks are told, but we aren't told much either. At least I'm not. 1 and 2 could be anywhere. Guessing they're protecting Xerxes. But I don't know. I also don't know if they've even kept the same protocol. I mean, you ever wonder if they're telling us the truth about how many of us there are?
I think about that all the time. Well, when I'm not enforcing law.
Yeah. You know, when I won my fight, I thought that was it. I thought I made it. I'm sure you felt the same way. But it's just a different kind of hell out here.
Well, last I heard, there were about 20 of us.
No way. Who told you that? You really think so?
It's the rumor that was going around, you know. They don't feed us anything, so we try to grab what we can.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, but and what chance do we have? If there's that many of us, or just expendable like everyone else. When I won my fight, I thought I had a chance. You know.
Yeah,
at
prove your
winning.
worth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need to tell you any of this, you know, but sometimes I don't feel like I'm even human anymore.
You ever thought about just giving up, leaving it all behind?
Yeah, I have. But I just can't throw it all away. Fought hard for this rank. Fought real hard for this rank. That first time when you never forget what you had to do to get out here. And maybe if I was a 6, I would just say, you know, screw it all. You know, what chance do I have? If there's a 20, then do you think that they have 20 of us, but they say that we're higher ranked than we actually are, so that we think we have a fighting chance?
Time.
Well, I don't know.
I really hope that's not the case. In the end, I'm just worried it's not going to be worth it. Even if somehow get out of all this.
Can I tell you a joke?
Hmm.
I contemplated joining the rebellion.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I guess I can't judge. I'm not a 6. Not a new 6. I mean, it must have been bad enough for the original 6, but a new 6?
Mm-hmm.
It feels cruel, you know, like why couldn't they just I don't know why they don't just let you out. Well, not you, but you know, the other you. I mean, do they really need him anymore? It doesn't make any sense. Logically, once you have a 3 or a 2, just go from there. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like he enjoys it.
Do you remember?
Remember
Do you
what?
remember being? Do you have any memories from when it was just one?
Only what I heard, which wasn't much. Well, wait. Why would you ask me? You know the answer to that question.
Well, sometimes I feel like I have some.
Oh. Like something you suppressed that gets awakened when you're out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I get that. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no. After the first 2 losses, it was such a long time. I mean, you remember, it was such a long time before the next one. We both fought like hell.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for you.
Well, you know, we're tough.
Yeah. Never about us. Them making us fight. We're the same.
Mm-hmm. We are the same. Should I have Malik go in and take him out now? Move him?
Just leave him.
Okay. Is there any more info? I'm not sure what else. Oh, does he want to say anything else?
No, Todd's just waiting for instructions if there are any.
If he's not going to say anything else, I'm just going to say good job, Todd, and end the connection.
Alright. Bit of boop. You hang up the Discord call. Alright. Well, the Merry 3 return.
Hey
Well,
guys.
that's a recording I'm gonna have to go back over.
Crazy.
Hey guys. Remember the executioner that we fought in Namir?
Could I have come back at this point?
Oh, yeah, you would be long back.
You mean the
Cool.
one we barely won
I
against?
don't even know where.
Right,
I was
Put you.
walking
You're up
around.
here. I know, but I don't know where it put you.
And then remember the one who Todd took over?
Yeah.
Didn't they kind of look exactly the same?
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly is happening, but somehow they're.
Doesn't the other executioner also look the same, basically?
He did.
Mm-hmm. So
He was just more
it's
disheveled.
Probably has something to do with the ocean.
it's it seems they're cloning, copying, duplicating.
What is
Mention
going on?
some kind of like infighting. They fight each other.
Right, exactly.
I could.
to see who's strongest. So, and they rank them.
The nuke is
He was-
perching from his tree, looking down, intrigued.
The one that we encountered was evidently one of the lower tier executioner knights.
And we
Do
beat
we
him so
have-
effortlessly.
The number from Todd's necklace.
Todd
Do
is the
Do
number.
we still have his gear?
Yes,
We should
probably in
have
the
it.
cart.
In the cart.
It would be in the
So that
cart.
should be here now.
Should be
so
here now.
Hypothetically, retroactively, it was right in front of us. Whoa!
No,
there it
hypothetically,
is.
you gotta go walk to it and go fish through the cart in the rain.
Alright,
So
I'll
we
go
we'll
fly
walk
over
to
and
the
grab it, and
cart.
I'll bring it back.
Oh, you fly over, grab it, and bring it back.
Whoa! There it is.
Crazy.
What is this?
Are we able to discern?
There are 5 gold rings encircling a gold necklace that is tamped down to the armor.
So
Amazing.
Thank
our,
you for this noise.
our Todd's a 5. And
Or he's a 1.
Well, I would say he's either 5 or 6 if the necklace counts as one or not.
But if it's
Malik,
in reverse,
you were able to discern that this is a 3. How were you able to do that?
Oh, he told us. He bragged about it.
Didn't he also say that our
How many
Todd
rings?
knight was a 5 or was a 6?
3.
well,
I
Right.
presume it's a simple system.
So then ours was 5.
the one that we killed
Todd.
was
The way that we do it in Kone Greek is the more marks you have, the higher rank you are, but apparently they do the opposite. That's why I was initially confused by it.
the one we killed in Namir was a 6.
So 6 is dead, 3 is captured, and 5 is captured or possessed.
and that leaves potentially 3 more.
Did they say anything about any other
17.
numbers?
No.
1, 2.
He talked very little about anything other than himself.
Did you relay the entire interview to the party?
Yeah,
Probably,
because
yeah.
Block Up was there, and I was writing stuff down.
Yep.
Okay,
Or speaking
so
out loud.
1 and 2 are potentially guarding Xerxes.
Mhm.
3 we have, 4 we don't know. 5 is Todd. 6 is dead, but there's potentially a new 6.
Potentially, he at least thought I was. Well, he at least thought that Todd was a new 6. If there was some
Todd's
way,
going right now.
there was some way to stop them from recreating a Todd each time for an executioner.
Are there any others you have fought that are the same or identical to another one you've already fought?
We've only seen a few, and that's the first one whose helmet we actually pried off his head.
I don't just mean executioners. I mean any other soldiers.
Oh.
Any other?
No, we haven't seen anything like this. Well, actually, early on there was a pair of goblins. But goblins all look the same. It was an assassin.
A goblin assassin is who killed your past party member.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is also no coincidence. Do we think they could also be the same?
I don't know. It could just be a goblin assassin. Have you all ran into any other goblin assassins?
There were only 1 or 2, I believe. They were not very effective. Like I said, all goblins look the same to me anyway, but it's the only other example I can think of.
I'm gonna pull out one of my sketchbooks and draw the man I know to be Goober Goblin.
Of course.
Well, the goblin.
The goblin,
And,
I know the big Goober goblin.
and show it to Malik.
I suppose this is accurate, but like I said, I don't particularly find goblins to be distinctly visual creatures. Big nose, big ears, disgusting teeth. Although, these eyes are pretty far apart, and that does seem to hold up from what I remember.
Interesting.
Can't think of anything else. Well, I suppose it's time that we talk shop. You were planning on doing what before you came to me?
Well, as you know, the complete goal is to take down Xerxes.
Yes.
Whether it be through a combination of your guerrilla tactics and the targeted assassinations.
Mm-hmm.
I think that some combination of the two would be best.
What are your visions of Sister? We're in agreement that it is the asylum.
And it is most pressing. I fear how long she will be able to hold out.
Were you able to gain any ground on a plan for rescuing her? Or do you have any information about the asylum?
We are meant to find a woman named Julia.
You hear a gasp and some rustling behind Grouger.
Someone
I'm
snuck up on
Julia.
Gonna go look.
Okay.
I'm Julia that worked at the asylum.
Vesper goes and looks, and there's a woman in a Coruscare uniform that's just kind of backpedaling through the woods and looks at you with the pale blue eyes like a scared deer.
Does she look like the description?
She has a small nose and brown hair that's sticking out under her helmet, or her hood, rather.
Are you Julia?
What do you want?
Gets on all fours and breaks into a sprint.
Your husband worked at the asylum.
Big. How do you know of me? No, Malika's just gonna go over Malakai and say, "What's going on?"
Sure. Malakai, come here.
Seems.
Julia's is backpedaling. When she sees you, she goes. When she sees you, I goes, "I want nothing to do with you. Leave me alone."
When she sees what?
When she sees you. She's backpedaling. She's backpedaling.
Julia.
She breaks off running into the woods.
He's gaining
I'm
on
gonna fly
her.
after her.
Sorry, LeBeau.
Alright. You really can't fly in the thicket. This is rough terrain.
I'm gonna run after her.
Okay.
I'm going after her.
Great. Well, she's gonna make it a. Actually, that's pretty much.
Wait, how far has she gone? Like, has she run?
She's run like 10, 20 feet. She's struggling because of the thicket.
Alright, I do Misty Step.
30 feet away?
In front of her.
Well, she's like 40 feet away, so you can get up to here.
Oh.
She was backpedaling for a little bit before she ran.
Yeah.
Okay. And I call it, Julia, please, stop.
Roll for persuasion.
Roll for persuasion. It's going to be... If I can find the persuasion roll. Here we go. $20.
Alright. She turns back and then trips and then falls to the ground face down and picks herself up. And then she unsheaths her sword, and there's another Corsair soldier that just kind of has his arms up, looking to see what you're going to do or what she's going to do. She says,
right?
I couldn't agree. Yeah, I keep saying that. Too many cuss sounds. Julia is sticking her sword out. Are you saying,
If I don't do what you want, what are you going to do? Kill me?
Why would I do that? Why would you think I would kill you?
Isn't that what you Lumieres do?
Different Lumiere.
The jury's still out on that.
How do I know I can trust you?
How about trying it out and seeing?
Hasn't worked for me in the past.
We were sent to your house by Gertrude, who runs the orphanage in Grafton Post, and met a bandaged
That
man. And
is not my house. It's a
he seemed to have
house.
nothing but kind words to say about you.
Bandaged man.
Burned man.
What do you want from me?
Listen,
Just some
I just want
information.
just some information. Exactly.
she's breathing heavily through her nose.
Pretty well.
She starts walking back, with her hand still on her scabbard.
gonna keep
Malakai
my
is being
hands,
extra
like,
cautious because
out to the
one
side.
HP.
Water to the side?
I'm just keeping my hands out to the side, like away
Okay.
from my weapons and everything.
Alright. Two of the Corsair soldiers say, "Sir," and then they sort of flank you, making sure that you're protected.
Thank you.
Alright. Are you, walking back in?
Yeah.
I'll let her pass me before I.
Alright.
Yeah.
Malakai, you know this soldier?
Yes.
Ma'am, who do you report to?
Someone.
No one. What do you mean? Who's your commanding officer?
I don't have a commanding officer.
Everyone was assigned a commanding officer.
I'm not a part of your army.
What? How did...
That I made that noise.
A balloon.
How
inflates
did you-
in Grudge's breast pocket.
How did you acquire that uniform? Oh my gosh, it was the private at the lake, wasn't it? Oh.
So she did what I was gonna do.
No wonder he deserted. Huh. You sly dog.
Call me more.
Well, apparently you have an audience with my brother, so far be it from me to persecute you now. Do what you will.
And Malik just steps back.
Tell me about your husband.
He was a troubled man. And he didn't deserve what he got. I don't particularly want to talk about it.
Please. It will be. You sharing this could save someone else's life.
Then please make it easier on me. Ask specific questions. Makes it
How did
easier for
your
me to
hus-
process what happened.
How did your husband get out of the asylum?
He didn't get out. He was unassigned.
Why?
He didn't tell me. I asked him if he was alright or if he wanted to talk about it. And he said no, that it was just a new job. And then he hung himself.
Do you know a way into the asylum?
He would talk about these caves where he saw things. I remember he came home one day. Mind you, his shifts is in a period of several months. So when he's home for a few days and then he's back again. I remember he couldn't stop talking about what he saw in the caves. He had heard some noises or something like that, and it got him riled up. So he and his friend went to trace it to make sure that everything was in order. And he said that they ended up finding this cave system underneath the asylum, flooded, large portions of it, and that there was something in the water. And they heard noises like what they had heard from when they were above the lake. And I remember he said that his friend disappeared. There was no... I remember his exact words. He said there was no scream, there was no cry, there was no warning. Just one moment he was there, and he wasn't. So he ran back from where he came. He never went in those caves again.
But someone else did, didn't they?
I don't know. I know his friend did, or whatever it was that he was scared of did, but the way he talked about it, it seemed like either the guards didn't know about them, or it wasn't really talked about, I guess. I'm guessing they must have connected to somewhere where he was patrolling, or he couldn't have wandered into them. He made it sound like he just stumbled across an entrance.
Right. And do you know his patrol route?
No. He said he was already going to get in trouble for disclosing information about the caves.
You said the sound he heard was the same noises he heard above the lake. Is that Lake Aspen?
No. The asylum is not that far south. The asylum, from what I know, is in one of the mountains by Lucine, off of the inner keep. I remember he said that the first time that he went to the asylum and he was assigned, it was the first time he went through the inner keep. And he was on one of the largest bridges he'd ever seen, made of pure stone. His convoy was massive, and he ended up looking out at the valley below, seeing a river. And he said it was beautiful, but it was terrifying.
Okay.
He's kind of shaking.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I say thank you.
She's uncomfortable. Her face is
there
kind of blank, but she starts crying. And eventually she just breaks composure and then falls to the floor and just starts sobbing uncontrollably.
Malakai just drops down and just kind of like puts a hand around her shoulder and just kind of like says, I understand. Just comforting her until she eventually stops.
Okay. She regains composure after like a minute and then slowly starts getting her breath back.
Julia,
Hmm.
I only ask because our sister and I motion at Malik.
Mm-hmm.
We believe she's in the asylum. And we believe if there is a way in, we have to rescue her.
She leans over and whispers something to you.
And I say thank you. That would be very helpful.
She hands you a leather satchel. She like sort of unfolds her cloak, and behind it she's carrying like a letterbox, I guess, like a leather like a manila folder but made of leather. And hands it to you.
Thank you very much, Julia.
Are you going
No.
into the asylum?
Yes.
I want to come with you.
I look at the rest of the party.
I mean,
What do you?
it would be dangerous.
What else do I have to look forward to in life?
What'd
Only
she
I can
say?
get. She says, "What else do I have to look forward to in life?"
Ah,
Kind of based.
If you're able to keep your composure while we're there,
I will.
but only if you can guarantee it.
I will.
Okay. And we'll begin planning, and we will let you know.
Alright, she nods. And she sort of walks off. And that is the end of the movie.
Episode. Now we go into the ocean.
Where we throw Orion. Can you swim? Probably not.
That all comes from the German bit where he just goes, I don't know, throw it in the ocean.
Alright, great. I
we
am
know
going
what
to.
Xerxes looks like, right?
Yes, you do. But before
He
we
doesn't
get.
look like the executioners, right?
I'm stopping the recording.
He
then,
looks like a Zergling.
then you can ask me a million questions.
Okay.
Alright. Boop-a-doop. End of recording.